Welcome into the Functional Idiots Podcast, the dumbest 2 hours in podcasting ever. My name's Colton. I'm obviously here with Dillon, whose microphone is not working. Awesome. Great start to this shit. Dillon, pay the fuck attention. Thank you. You're still not here. We were talking for about 15 minutes before this. Everything was fine. And then the minute we start, Dillon's shit starts acting up. Are you
Oh my
finally
god, I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Dude, I'm gonna get pissed. Literally, all I did was mute my mic so you wouldn't hear my typing. I come back. I haven't done anything. I didn't touch my mic. I didn't do nothing except mute it. I come back and it's like, you know what? Fuck you. And then I put down my headset mic to see if that was working. I was gonna tell you, hey, I'll be right back. My fucking mic is being a piece of shit. Fuck it. Well, it probably isn't my mic. It's my fucking goddamn whatever. But I was like, hey, I'm going to put down my mic. And I couldn't click on my fucking headset mic. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening?
Well, yeah, you can't change you can't change your mic while in a recording.
Fuck.
What you need?
It changed it for me, though. It's fucking bitch.
What I don't know why you have
Fucking
such
bitch.
issues with this.
I
every
don't
fucking
know.
time.
Yes, it's every single fucking time we record. Something always happens, specifically to my goddamn mic, for no reason.
Like I said, we were talking for
I can't
15
even cough
minutes.
into it, and it's like, well, fuck you.
We were talking for like 15 minutes prior, and it was like, yeah, everything's fine. The minute I start the intro music, I see, like, it popped up. It popped up in the corner. Dillon's recording will continue on a new track. I'm like, oh great, we're starting this shit already. Fucking 3 seconds in
to
the music,
dude.
and it's like, yo, what? Fuck Dillon.
Shit.
Oh my god, could we restart over? Could we start over and do it again? Yeah, will we?
Absolutely.
Nah. Absolutely not. If you want fucking professionalism, this ain't it. This is not it. Well, we were supposed to have Jordan, Dillon's co-worker again, but his internet's being a baby back bitch. And being...
I told him it was fine because clearly, you know, what just happened, we had an issue. I'm like, hey, you'll be part of the show, my guy.
Yeah, Jordan's internet is like Dillon's mic. It's the same thing. It's like rolling the fucking dice if it's gonna work or not.
And no go.
And fuck you. Oh my god. So it's just gonna be us two idiots this week unless Jordan decides to hop on later. Which if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I really don't care. Other than it kind of ruined at least 2 segments of the show I was planning on doing that I fucking can't do now.
Yeah, Jordan.
But,
you hear this?
Yeah. Douche or fuck.
You little son of a bit. No.
Everybody spell it. All right. All right. Let's spell Jordan's name. Cunt. Jordan. That's correct. But obviously, right now the Olympics are going on, so all of like 3 people in the world actually give a fuck. So you'll hear our thoughts on the Olympics. You'll also hear under Stupider's list a new Olympic sports or events that we think should be added to the Olympics, either for the Winter Olympics or summer games, Winter Games or Summer Games. So I don't know where it is in 2026. I think it's like, I don't know where it is in 26. But it doesn't matter. And then in 28, it's in Los Angeles. Dylan, look it up where it is in 2026, the Winter Olympics.
All right.
Would you? So you'll hear that. You'll also
imagine it being in L.A. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Because it gets nice
the Winter
and cold.
Olympics in L.A.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have the Winter
They
Olympics.
Get snow every 2 years.
We're gonna have the Winter Olympics in Tucson, Arizona. All right, good idea. Seems legit. No, Miami, Florida. That's a good spot. So you'll hear that. You'll obviously hear our Functional Idiots of the Week, porn star birthdays, and much more.
8 different places.
What? There should only be what?
Well,
it says for 2026.
It might be. I don't know where this is.
Oh my God, Dylan.
Okay, it's in Italy. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, Milano Cortina. That's Italy.
Milan, Cortina di Ampezzo.
It's Italia.
Verona.
It's Italia. Yeah, but you're naming all the fucking
Valtellina.
Dude, I don't care where, like...
Val di Femini! motherfucker.
I don't care where the
I'm
arenas
Italian
are.
and,
I just want to know what fucking country it's in. It's in Italia. So, all right, not that it fucking matters.
You know what pisses me off when people say
your mic
Italian?
not working?
Yeah, that actually does piss me off. Italian or Italy? Oh my god, it's like it's Italian in Italy, motherfuckers.
Italia.
It makes me laugh because my grandpa says that way. He's like,
Italia.
yeah, I'm going to get some Italian sausage. I'm like,
it's Italian.
Italian sausage,
fucker.
Please.
Fucking goddamn it.
I'm offended
it's
now,
like,
and I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to cancel you, Papa.
It's like old folks that say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to throw my clothes into a wash." Where are you getting the fucking where are you getting the fucking R?
The wash. The wash.
Are you going back to the 1950s and just not using the hard R at the end of that word? You pulling it from that? What's going on?
They had to take the hard R and put it somewhere else.
Get the fuck out.
Wash.
All right.
Oh, we can't say that here. Because we're white as fuck, all right? That's
we're crackers. We can say that, though, because we are that. All right.
We're little saltines. All right. Sorry. I'm excited because we didn't get to record last week. So.
Yeah, because Dylan's like, I'm too fucking busy doing my stripper classes. I'm like, fucking goddamn it, Dylan.
It wasn't just that. We were at Brianna's grandma's as well. So
you were masturbating, all right? Oh, so you guys were,
jerking it in San Diego.
Oh yeah, scissor.
Getting some of that old granny clit.
All right, chill the fuck out. What the fuck?
Oh god. All right, let's. Speaking of granny clit, did you happen to? I'm sure you saw it, but anything about the Olympics opening ceremony?
You
didn't watch it, but I'm sure you saw like the shitstorm it caused on the internet.
Yeah, with the Last Supper thing.
Yeah, they had a bunch of drag queens because apparently to be part of any type of extravagant performance, you need to be a fucking guy dressed up as a girl. Yeah, they did an impression or mocked the Last Supper, which if you see the bitch up there, she could have actually skipped that supper because that was a fucking beached whale. Okay, holy shit. So, I know I'm fat. I know we're fat, but fuck me, man.
It's
the DEI fat hire. Jesus
my
Christ.
My coworker, Michael.
Michael.
We all know
who Dylan name dropped last week, and then I had to go in and edit it out. Bitch.
Yeah, my bad. No, I'm playing. Say it again. So Michael shows me this picture, right? And we were talking about it, and I'm agnostic, so I don't believe I don't believe in God, but I believe there's a higher power, just pretty much anything that science can't explain, it's whoever was, who's ever there.
It's Viagra.
But
no, higher power, it's weed.
yeah. Yeah. I'm freaking out. If you know, you know. But so we were talking about this a little bit, and I don't believe in Christianity or something like that. I did say that was kind of disrespectful because that's like, imagine a bunch of like God-given people going up there and like putting on or grabbing like a doll or something and just putting on like the worst kind of fucking makeup. Those people would get flamed for like mocking drag people and stuff like that.
Oh, so what you're saying is they would get Olympic flamed.
I'm fucking leaving. See ya. I'm done now.
Just hung up on myself.
But yeah, we were talking about that, and I agreed. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like they should have done that. That's like,
think about it. Christianity is one of, if not one of the most practiced religions in the world. So let's just piss off like 3 billion people. Perfect, good idea. Let's just piss off a third of the world. My God, how dumb are you?
I think I made the comment because I did see like the picture of it. Obviously the
fat
whale
bitch
of a good time in the middle.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was a good time, but she could have skipped that supper. Her last supper should have been the one before it.
I was like, I was like, we all know damn well that ain't gonna be her last supper, right? So why is she there? But
it would have been funny if, like, partway through it, she pulls a fucking, like, Crunch bar out of her bra.
But
this is taking too goddamn long. Crunch.
But Michael was like, you know, they were mocking it. I'm like, I make jokes about it. He's like, that's mocking it. I'm like, it's not mocking it, because mocking it would be like if you were to go up to somebody and make fun of them for believing in it. But if I make jokes about, like, for example, Jesus Christ's favorite exercise is CrossFit, that's not mocking anybody. That's just making a joke about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, and
mocking it would be like, oh, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees, but instead of praying, I'm going to blow Jesus. What the fuck? That would be, yeah.
What is up with you? What is up with you?
Hey, man, I'm a little... you think I'm unhinged now. Just wait till we do Stupider's List.
Fucking queer bait.
Well, we don't know. Maybe Jesus was a little funny.
Don't worry. Queer is not, like, supposed to be a derogatory term. It just means he's strange, okay, people?
You know, they actually used the word queer in SpongeBob once.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. I don't remember what episode, but it was like... There was like they used it in the sense of like what the initial definition before the gays and the lesbians decided to change it or take it as their own. Gotcha. The actual definition of queer is like odd or strange or weird.
Yeah.
And like a noise happened or whatever, and Mr. Krabs was like, "Oh, that's queer," you know. But it was like early 2000s.
Oh my god!
It was like early 2000s. Yeah, it was like early 2000s SpongeBob before the whole world was like you so much as like look at. LGBT to the power of 15 QZXY, whatever the fuck it is now. Person wrong. It's like, oh, cancel his ass. He's a fucking transphobe.
Somebody said it should be gay plus now. Just gay plus.
Oh, so it's a subscription service.
Different tiers get you different things. No,
oh
but
my
god. Yeah, we were talking
broke
about
Dylan's brain on that one.
Yeah, no shit. But we were talking about it, and I agreed that, you know, it's just one of those things that you sure make a joke here and there about it, but and I'm pretty sure it wasn't their intention to openly mock it, but that's just how it was taken. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't. Well, why did you have to do anything? Why did you do anything religious to begin with? Wasn't it like a tech company or something?
I don't know who did it. I don't fucking care who did it. All I know, well, no, there was a tech company in Mississippi that pulled their ads for the Olympic time slots because, you know, they pay, you know, on the local NBC stations down there, pulled their ads because of that opening ceremony. But I don't know who actually did the opening ceremony for said Olympics. Not that it fucking matters. I couldn't give two fucks. So, all right. Sticking with the Olympics thing, the big news story the last 2-3 days was about the boxing event in the Olympics. And I don't know. It's been going back and fucking forth. So I don't know who the two people were, and I ain't gonna try to say their names because I'll fucking butcher the shit out of it. But one person, I think it was the women's event, and it was somebody from Turkey versus somebody from
Italy.
Yep. And the Italian person, correct? Or was it the Turkish? I think it was the Turkish person. Everybody thought, or initially said, because I think the Italian person like basically threw the towel in after like 42 seconds because she got her fucking
seconds, yep.
Whatever. She got her fucking bell rung hard, like big time hard, and the claim was made is that the Turkish person was actually a biological male who then transgendered, or whatever the fuck the proper term is, transferred or whatever, you know. Did the gay plus subscription and turned into a woman, right?
I've heard where. Sorry, not to mean to interrupt, but I've also heard that she was a biological woman and just had extra testosterone producing.
Well, I was getting to that. So,
okay.
That was the initial claim, and then I guess another similar thing happened like just the other day between somebody from Algeria and somebody else. But the reason it came up is because the International Boxing Association or International Boxing Organization, something like that, it's led by the Russians, so you already know it's kind of shady. Those two people that are being accused of being biological males that then changed into females through the Gay Plus subscription service, they were disqualified from the 2023 World Boxing Championships or something like that because their gender tests were kind of like
they failed them.
Yeah, they quote unquote failed them. Of course, the organization didn't put any of the results up there, so we don't know how they failed them. But I like doing gender tests is nothing new in the Olympics because I'm sure it's been a problem with somebody trying to pass off as a woman, as a actual guy, because obviously, men are big, stronger, and faster than women. That's just a fucking fact. Welcome to Biology 101.
Yeah. Or a woman is like taking testosterone and they're like, hey.
Well, that's drug enhancing. I mean, just cheating the gender, like trying to be where you don't fucking belong, right? Just so you can see some fucking titties in the locker room while you're changing into your swimsuit.
Or trying to win a gold medal.
That too, I guess. So, so I guess like back in the day, like some dude would be like, or somebody would walk around like, all right, women, fucking drop your shorts. Let's see if you got a schlong and berries down there. Let's see if you got any wrinkly courage bags, or something like that, or if you got it fucking inside out. But they don't. I don't know how they do it now. I mean, I guess it'd be pretty easy. All right, everybody, let's see. Mary there's got a fucking bulge down there. You got a fucking massive camel toe, Mary, or are you packing some fucking schlong? Who knows? Let's see.
Let's just get like a little kid to kick him in the balls. If you got balls, it'll hurt. If you don't,
all right. If you get in the if you're on the ground screaming in pain, if you're a guy, if you orgasm, you're obviously a girl. So. So, anyways, the two failed. So then everybody hopped on that they're transgender, and then it comes out they're not. But I haven't really seen anything definitive that's like they're not. But then you see one that says they are. But then you see another one that says they're not, and it's like.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We don't know, but just the whole thing in general. I know we've brought this up before.
Yeah.
Transgender men who transitioned to women, I don't believe should be able to compete in women's sports.
Okay, I'll start off with this. This is what I talked about the last time, and I'll say it again. I could care less if you decide that, you want to be man or woman, whatever. That I don't have an issue with that, like whatsoever. Do you? If that's what makes you happy, do that.
Well, if it's a guy turning into a girl, he could do himself.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
It's a hermaphrodite.
Gooch now turns into a puss, and he keeps his dick. But, so, the issue that I have is, biologically, you are still a man. You still produce testosterone if you still have your cock and balls.
Yeah.
Specifically your balls. Because that's just what you do as a guy, period.
Again, biology, but no period. They're a guy. Oh. Again, biology 101.
Right.
Again, biology 101. You can't fight that. That is fact. Okay? It's just a fact.
Like, we looked this up. When men hit puberty, they're
10, 12 years old, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they drop way before that. They drop way before that, but your testicles start producing testosterone.
Yeah.
Well, I should say more, an increased amount of testosterone.
A girl will biologically get ready to bear a child.
Right.
That's just how it has been, okay? Like, I'm not saying that you can't do whatever a man does, all right? That's not the point. The point is, biologically, a man's testosterone produces muscles to help protect and gather, or hunt shit, right? Hunter,
Hunt and
gatherer.
Yes. While
the woman, gathers stuff. While it's still important, it's just how biology works.
But think about it, too. If you look at most species in the world, between the male and the female, guess which one's always generally bigger? The male.
Except for spiders.
Yeah, spiders are fucking weird. Well, it's because females eat the male spider after sex. They're cannibals. But if you look at it like...
You gave me children, now I eat you. Whoa!
You give me good time, now I have good time. But if you look at a male and a female lion, guess who's bigger? The male. You look at zebras, the male. You look at fucking
gorillas. There's a wild gorilla on the loose?
Is his name Harambe?
No, he's dead.
Oh, that's right.
Poor guy, man.
But even if you look at like beavers or woodchucks, the male is generally going to be bigger than the female. It's how it works. It's not just a Homo sapien thing. That's just how it is around the fucking world. You can look at birds too, like something as simple as a cardinal.
Exceptions to the rule doesn't mean it's true. So you could get a woman. There's women out there that are fucking bigger than I am.
Yeah, it's
like they're 6'3", fucking ready to kick my ass. All right, I'm not saying that shit doesn't happen, but majority of the time,
correct. Well, I'm not saying that. That's all just down to kind of genetics and how you're kind of dealt the cards you're dealt. If you have if you have two people who are 5'6" and they have a baby, they're probably not going to create a 6'6" monster. I'm just saying. Probably not going to happen.
It could, but probably not.
Probably not.
So you could take me and Brianna, for example. She's 5'0", and I'm 5'8". I have more muscle than her. I'm strong. I'm physically strong. She jokes around. I'm stronger than you. No, you're not. I'm just saying. but like, that's just how it is. Because I produce testosterone. I build muscle better than what she can. Now, if she started working out and started pumping iron and became some buff dommy mommy, then I'd be fucked, but...
Dylan's now looking for a sugar... Dylan's looking for a sugar mommy.
She's going to be like, bend over, boy. No!
But, I mean, if you just look... I mean... Unless you somehow transition when you were like 8 before you started puberty, which you shouldn't. Whose parents allow their kid to do that deserve to be shot, in my opinion. The kid's 8, for God's sakes. He don't even know. He barely knows how to fucking wipe his own ass. And now you're gonna say he's good. He knows, and now he's a fucking female or the other way, or a male or whatever. I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. So. Okay, even if they decide at 16, they're more developed, but they say, yep, I'm a guy, I really am a girl. But you're 16, guess what? You've already gone through like 5 years of puberty.
Yeah.
You're going to be, you're going to be bigger and stronger than most women. Unless you're like a lazy fat bastard like me and Dylan. But it is just how it is. And so if you transition, you're going to, look at Leah Thomas in swimming. What was that, 2-3 years ago, whatever it was? Or maybe longer. He was in college, he transitioned in college, okay? He went from being like the 400th and some odd ranked swimmer for men's, transitioned to a woman, and became and then suddenly jumped to the top 5 when it came to swimming for women. It's like, that's a little weird, huh? But everybody's like, oh, well, he look at the courage and shit. No, he just wanted to be fucking good at swimming.
Yeah, didn't they get like all their awards taken away too?
Who?
The swimmer.
Well, yeah. So Leah Thomas, no. The NCAA is full of a bunch of pussies.
No, I'm pretty sure they got their. No, pretty sure they did.
Nope, did not get taken away. He didn't make it to like nationals for some stuff because he's still a fucking bad swimmer overall. But no, trust me, he didn't get shit taken away, dude. The fucking liberals would have an absolute meltdown if that happened. No, and because the NCAA is full of a bunch of fucking pussies. It's just, I don't think it should be like that because it's just not fair for the women who have been women the whole time. They started fucking swimming. I mean, look at Riley Gaines. She probably was in swim class since she was like 3 or 4, learned how to swim, and went through that her whole fucking life. Not saying that Leah Thomas, whatever his fucking dead name was before that, didn't do the same thing, but then just to transition and become from like the 400th best ranked swimmer for men's to now the top 5 for women. I mean, that shows you right, and nothing changed. It's not like he got stronger and faster. It's just, I mean, look at it for track and field. The times between men and women. Men are always faster. The times are faster in everything on track and field. 100 meter, marathon, fucking relay, javelin toss, whatever it is. They're all better and they're farther, they're faster, they're whatever. It's just how it is. And so if you had fucking Usain Bolt, who's already, and that wouldn't be a fair comparison. He's fucking best runner there was. But okay, you have like somebody who finishes like 10th in everything in the fucking Olympics, right? Jumps over to the women's side, he's going to wax them. I was going to say something else.
But he's gonna, I know what you were about to say.
He's going to, I started it. That's why I said wax him, because I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to absolutely just destroy them in times. It's just how it is. And it's not fair. That's why, if it was fair, then we wouldn't have it segregated between men and women.
Like, okay, so this is my thing. Don't get me wrong. If, you're a trans woman, good for you, trans male, whatever. And the same thing goes for trans males. If a woman tries to compete in a male sport who is transitioning into a man, she's going to get blown out of the fucking water. Or he's going to get blown out of the water because he doesn't have the testosterone needed to fucking compete with these motherfuckers.
Well, a perfect example. This happens sometimes in hockey because...
Here comes Max Alderon, last again, because he doesn't have cock and balls.
Well, he should be... that means he should be lighter and more agile because he ain't got, he ain't got a man spread there in the locker room.
Yeah, let's put a 5'3" transitioning male against a 6'4", 380-pound motherfucker in the boxing ring. You're about to get creamed, little man. Oh shit.
Oh boy, it's lunchtime.
So,
but I mean, if you look at it, it's quite popular in hockey. Girls playing with guys in hockey, just because women's hockey isn't as prevalent in the youth programs as it is regular men's hockey or just hockey overall. And there's no rule saying that women can't play with men. Now there is the other way around, and I've not heard of it in youth hockey. It might be possible, but there's no point because wherever there's a women's program for youth hockey, there's probably 10 boys or guys programs. It's just how it is.
Did you see the
like my brother,
women's rugby player? I heard.
Well, they fucking are absolute. They're absolute monsters. That's just because they actually fucking dead weight and shit like that. They're all like that. They're just fucking beefcakes, But like my brother
contract, man, should fucking smoke some of these dudes out here.
Well, I'd do it. She would not do it. She would not. That's why there has never been a woman in the NFL. But like my brother,
I don't know that rugby.
Not unless it's a fucking kicker. But even still, why? Because the guy would gonna kick farther than the woman. And so if you have a fucking 66-yard field goal. Okay, first of all, I'd like the dude who plays for the fucking Ravens, because that sumbitch can kick like 70-yarders like it's no problem.
What's his name? Justin Tucker?
Yeah, Justin Tucker, yeah. I'll take his ass every day over the best fucking woman kicker in the world. No.
What if she had some like fucking meat patties for some fucking legs, dude? I mean, they're just like...
wouldn't do it. It's just there's not enough speed and strength there to do it. It wouldn't happen. Not saying a woman can't kick a field goal. I'm not saying that, but to kick what's Justin Tucker's like 69 or 70-yard field goal? Is that the record or something like that?
Shit.
Is that his record?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he won the longest field goal, though.
He has it right now because he fucking beat it against the Lions like 2 years ago because it hit the cross member and then went over.
66 yards.
Okay, 66 yards. There ain't no woman in the world, unless she has a fucking 6-mile running start, is going to kick a 66-yarder.
It was
not happening.
Yeah, it was
against the Lions.
Yeah.
I remember that because the Lions were going to win that game, and then he hit the fucking cross member, and then it popped over, and it was like, fuck me. They just can't buy themselves a win. But like my brother played when he was playing hockey, youth hockey or whatever, there was for the first 5 years, basically until, puberty, there was a girl who played with them. Now, she was really good at hockey. I mean, like really good. That's why, you know, she was with them. I think she played with them until they were like 13 or 14. And then she went to a women's program that's on the east side of the state. But it's possible, but you don't, even in hockey, you don't see it all that often. It's just
like, yeah,
biology. I don't know how else to explain it to people who are like, oh, but it's biology. I don't care what fucking drugs you take. Puberty blockers, testosterone booster, you cannot beat biology.
This is my thing. Like I said before, I don't care, whatever. I don't, it's hard to say I don't care, but, like, I'm all about including everybody in every sport. Trans, whatever. The fact of the matter is, you can't do it if you're transitioning into that gender. You just can't. So until we
even if you did it post
way, right?
Even if you did it post puberty, you can't, because he's already gone through the development. What are you gonna do? Take all that muscular development out of him? No, you can't. It's already there. You can't undo it.
Yeah,
you cannot undo it.
So
the way to fix it is just, okay, if you girls to guys is fine. I have no problem with that, because you're not taking away if a girl is faster than a guy in running and she takes a men's spot, good for her then. More power to her. Because she is dealt with it's like David versus Goliath. Okay? The other way around, it's Goliath is going to whip David's ass every time. That's the difference. I'm not being hypocritical. It's just there's a difference when a girl does it versus a guy. It's like good for her because she's fucking playing with a much smaller deck. But the other way around, the dude's playing with 3 decks of cards, and he all an Uno, and they're all draw 4s. Of course he's gonna win. All right.
So, but I really, I want everybody to feel included with everything. It's just not possible.
No, it's not
at this moment.
I don't think it'll ever be possible.
I don't know. Never say never. Until we're able to, be like, hey, you're now a girl, get in this. If you want to be a girl, get in this machine, and you turn into a woman, like biologically as well. Then there you go.
Yeah, you take all the Y chromosomes out of everything. Yeah.
You accidentally add one. Oh shit! My bad.
The only way to do it would be to be whatever it says on your birth certificate. That's the sport you play. If you are transitioning from male to female, if it says male on your birth certificate, you're gonna be in the male class. The only other way to fix it would be to then have a transgender class. This is the class. Yeah. You have men, women, and trannies. That's your class right there. You put all of them in there.
And then guess what? That's segregation. So everybody's gonna.
Well, we already have segregation anyways between men and women, so there's no difference. But all right, let's move the fuck on. I have a public service announcement for all you dumb cunts out there who like to drive or who are driving around and stuff when it's raining, and pretty hard, like enough to have your fucking wipers on almost full blast. Have your fucking headlights on, please.
Yes.
Because you know how hard it is when you're in a fucking semi and you're throwing up road spray from, 18 tires. It's a little hard to see a black fucking Jeep Compass without his headlights on when he's right next to you. I'm just saying. It's pretty hard to see that shit.
Why, did something happen?
Yeah, I was on the Ohio Turnpike, and it was 3 lanes, but they were doing some sort of road construction, or they got bored and they decided to close a lane, and the right lane was closed, right? Or it was going to be was closing. And there was a guy next to me, and it was raining like pretty hard. Like I had my wipers like maybe the third position from full blast, like as fast as it'll go. So I mean, it was raining pretty hard. But a shitload of road sprayed from there's a semi next to me, there's a semi in front of me, and cars going by in the left lane. So I'm like, car goes by me, I look at my mirror and I see a set of headlights from a guy. I'm like, oh, okay, when this car goes by, there's enough room for me to slide in because I can see on the mirror, he's far enough back because of where his headlights is on the mirror that I'll be clear. so I can let the guy next to me over so he doesn't fucking take out the barrels, right? Well, I start, so I see the car goes by, I flick on my turn signal, I start moving over, and all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, here comes this Jeep. He's like in the shoulder. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see him there because no fucking headlights. A black Jeep with no headlights while it's raining with road spray. Yeah. And so I'm like, shit. So I kind of moved back over a little bit. So I'm like, kind of like in the middle of both lanes, right on the dotted line. He goes by, and then I move the rest of the way over so then the semi can get over. He gets in front of me, and then he flips me off. I'm like, dude, like, you are so damn lucky I didn't just keep going. Like, put on your fucking headlights. I get it backwards because in, like, a regular car, to flash him, you pull him towards you. And then, you push the lever away, and that turns him on. Well, in a semi, when you want to flash your high beams, it actually dims the lights because then you, like, if it's at night, you can, like, tell a semi, hey, you're clear, you can move over, or whatever. Yeah. And it's backwards. To actually turn on the high beams, you actually have to pull it towards you. Pushing the lever forward actually dims the lights. And so I always get it backwards because I'm used to in a car, push it forward to flick on the high beams. And so I wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't pull the lever back to turn on the high beams. But I'm like, fuck you, dude. Turn on. And, like, everybody around had their headlights on. He was the only one that didn't have his headlights on. Like, I was like, where is a fucking cop when you need one?
Here's another PSA. If you're going to drive like a douche on the fucking highways, stay off the fucking roads. Driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Okay? You're not the only one on the road. Share the goddamn roads. This is my etiquette. Semis, I'll pass them on the left side, all right? Unless I can't, I'll pass them on the right side, all right?
Yeah.
And that is very rare that I pass them on the right side. I always pass them on the left. B, I always make sure both semi headlights are behind me. Like, I can see them in my rear. That's what I was taught. That's what I've always done. Because it gives them enough room, whatever.
Yeah.
If there's a motorcycle, and we're stopped, I do not get up on their rear tire like a normal car. I give them enough space because if they roll back or whatever, or they do something and they have to have room, they have the room to do it.
Correct.
Don't ride a motorcycle's ass. They're tiny, all right? Don't be an asshole. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of hard in Grand Rapids and other big fucking cities, but don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. Guess what? Somebody wants to get over, let them fucking over. If they're being a douche tool, I can understand not letting them over, okay? I've done that a few times. If they're being a complete fucking asshole to everybody else, I don't let them over. You can lick my nuts.
Like, there's a lane closed, and everybody's, like, the right lane's closed. Everybody's lined up in the left lane. Also, here comes, like, a cock bag from, like 15 cars back. He's like, oh, I'm going to pass these 15 cars. He drives around, if there's a gap in front of me, I'm closing that gap. Like, no, fucker, you are not getting in front of my ass.
No. Like, 131, for example, 131 has like, the ramp to 196 is closed right now.
No, the ramp to 96.
Ramp to 96, my bad.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
131 north to 96 east and west is closed for about another month and a half.
And so people ride in that last lane until the absolute last minute, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that, because doing the zipper merge, if it's done properly, it works.
Right.
But then you got assholes out here that don't let people over, and then, somebody's nice like me, and I let, at least two people over, to get them fucking on their way. It's like, the people that don't let people over just clog up most of the time. Now, if you got a fucking Dodge fucking Ram douche tool that's like, well, you know what? I'll fuck all these people and drive on the shoulder or whatever, then fuck that dude.
Yeah.
Like, throw some nails out and pop his head or something. Fuck him.
Yeah. It's like, well, I saw this one time, right? So lane was closing, and we were, like, nearly up to the barrels, right? And traffic wasn't bad to where, like, we all, like, moved over and stuff, and we're still rolling. Like, we never came to, like, a dead stop. We might have slowed down to, like, 30 because people don't know how to fucking merge. But it was me, me, two cars, and then a semi, right? And we are like I can nearly see the barrels by this point, right? So the car that was two cars in front of me, so it was, like I said, me and two cars, and then the semi, the front car went into the right lane, passed the semi, and then went in front of them because the lane was closed. I'm like, wow, you saved so much time passing that one guy, didn't you? I'm like, my God, like if it was me, dude, I would have fucking like just kind of like moved to the right and just let them eat a barrel. Like seriously, we're all in a fucking line, all nice. The barrels are like right there. You're gonna save, I don't know, 3 seconds passing the semi. Oh my God, you're gonna make it get your McDonald's French fries when they're nice and hot. Oh my God. Stop it, for Christ's sakes. And another thing I don't understand is like, I see it, and it's not just the only time. I see it all the fucking time. People that don't have their headlights on when it's raining. Okay, now I know damn well since like, I don't know, 2010, like every fucking car that's built has auto headlights. All right? Yes. Every fucking car.
Yes.
And so if you turn them on, at least, now I know with auto headlights, it won't necessarily have your taillights on, but it'll have your headlights on, right? Unless your car has daytime running lights, but still, it's something that can be seen. I'll see like somebody go by in like a 2017 like Chevy Traverse and they don't have their lights on and it's raining. It's like, I know damn well you have auto headlights. Turn the fucker to auto and leave it there. And now most cars these days, like my truck does it. My truck before it did it. If you have your headlights on or you just have it on auto and you turn on your wipers and they're on for like 10 or 15 seconds, it'll auto turn on the headlights, like the regular headlights and taillights, everything. By itself, and then you turn the wipers off, and then after 5-6 seconds,
cool.
Yeah, and then after 5-6 seconds, it'll turn them off and just go back to the regular daytime running lights. It's because the reason they do it is because a lot of states have a sign or a law that says when it's raining and you're using your wipers, turn on your fucking headlights.
I think it's
like goddamn,
like you can. Fuck, dude, it
pisses me off because like
these technologies or technological advancements in cars and shit to make life easier. Yet these people are too fucking stupid to actually fucking use them. It's like, come on, it's right there, you fucks.
Yeah, it's like,
Holy
and you don't even have to think. You turn it to auto and you never have to touch it again. It's there. It does everything for you. It's one of those advancements where it's actually makes your life so much easier because you don't have to remember, did I leave my headlights on while you're fucking sitting in the living room, right? Did I leave my lights on? Oh, it's on auto. It turns itself off after 10 seconds.
If you can tell, I get road rage very easily.
It's just so dumb because
people.
It's just so dumb because then the guy gets pissed at me. It's like, dude, you're the one that's fucking putting yourself into a bad situation.
I think one of the greatest moments I had where somebody was being a fucking douche tool. We were on 28th Street. Now, I've told this before. If you were to condense all the fucking goddamn traffic in Grand Rapids into one street, it'd be 28th Street. That place is a fucking shit show every time you go on it. I swear to God. Unless you're somehow, some way, unless you're going on there at like 3 o'clock in the morning, it's almost open. And I say almost open because there's still a shitload of people. I'm like, what are you guys doing up? Get the fuck out of here.
Getting drugs and playing shoot 'em up?
Yeah, something like that. But so we were on 28th Street, and there was, I think, a motherfucking Ford Ranger, and he was being a fucking absolute fucking douche canoe, being an asshole just to everybody, riding people's ass. He got over, started riding my ass, and I started going faster than the person next to me, so that's why he got over. I'm like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I made sure I put my cruise down to whatever the dude was going next to me, and I just kept it right, like, so he was basically riding my quarter panel, right?
Yeah, but you boxed the guy in behind you.
Yeah. This dude slams his fucking brakes, all right? And he was going back and forth during this whole time, and it was fucking hilarious because I could tell he was getting pissed. So this guy fucking slams his brakes, goes over into the middle lane, and takes off like a bat out of hell. I'm like,
and when Dillon says the middle lane, he means the center turn lane, the center left turn lane. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure most people knew what you. Yeah, I've seen that before too, where like some dude went to the center turn lane because some guy was taking a little too long to pass another guy. I'm like,
so
where's a fucking cop? You know, what the hell?
So I picked up Brianna from work one time, and we were on where she works. It gets like very congested, so we had to take like a little bit of a longer route to get to the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on this road, and it splits off. I don't want to try and say the road.
You don't have to say, just doesn't matter. You split off the road. You're not taking the main way to the highway because traffic. Gotcha.
Well, you split off, and then I go onto one street and then take the highway that way.
Right, whatever.
Well, when the road splits, the right lane that you go into turns into a turn lane for this road, right? And then it ends again when you go further up. So it's just a turn lane, essentially. Well, so I'm sitting there, and I felt bad for the guy behind me because he kind of fucking irritated me. But I come up, and there's a dude in the turn lane. Green arrow, turns right. I'm like, okay, what is this guy fucking doing? Doesn't have his blinker on. I'm like, if this dude is going to be an asshole and fucking use the turn lane to pass all these fuckers, sure as shit, he did. It turned green, and he went straight. And the dude behind me, like, fucking beeped his horn at me. I'm like, dude, it's not my fault. I don't know what you want me to do. And he comes by, and he's mean-mugging me, and I fucking I stare him down. I look at him, I'm like, don't you fucking dare, dude. I swear to God, I will pull you over and kick your ass, all right? There is one thing I can't stand, is people that immediately go to their horn when they don't have to. Like, I'm sorry, if you're too blind to see that there's a fucking car in front of me, like, even when you're, like, turning, because you could still see the car, he's right there in the fucking turn lane, all right? Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Douchebag. I wanted to flip him off, but I didn't.
You should have. So, but when it's raining, please have your headlights on for everybody.
No, I did
you might not need them to see yourself, but you need them so we can see you. Okay? That's why daytime running lights are a thing. Now it's a fact. When you have your headlights on, even during the day, you can see a car like double or triple the distance from if they didn't have their headlights on, because two white lights picks up pretty good on any type of fucking horizon or whatever, versus like just a regular car that doesn't have anything shining. You can only see it because of the sun reflecting off of it.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard. You just go down, you see the little knob, you just done right there. Headlights are on, or you just leave it on fucking auto, and when you have your wipers on, it does it for you. The goddamn. So now to bring myself down a little bit, like 2 weeks. So in February, I'm going down to the Daytona 500. It's on my bucket list. I got it set up right.
You're not.
Well, I'm flying into. Huh?
You're not dying, are you?
No, I'm.
Oh, okay. Just a bucket list thing.
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing. Like it's just one of the things I want to go to that. So I'm flying from Grand Rapids to Orlando Airport on Southwest on whatever, I don't remember exactly what day it is. I do. I'm just not going to say, actually. And it wasn't Southwest. Well, I would say I'm flying on a Saturday down there, right? And Southwest has one direct flight only on Saturdays from Grand Rapids to Orlando. But when I bought the ticket, the direct flight was like $210, and there was another flight, or set of flights, because it was with a layover in Baltimore. So it was Grand Rapids to Baltimore, Baltimore to Orlando, and that was $112. I'm like, well, I know I like nonstop as much as the next guy, but I'm not paying an extra $100 to fly nonstop. Not happening. Like, if it was, the nonstop was like $160, like $40, maybe $50 more than the $112 ticket, yeah, I'd pay for it. But I'm not paying nearly double the price for a nonstop. That's not happening. So I bought the one at $112. And that flight, I leave Grand Rapids at like 11:50 a.m. and then eventually I'd get into Orlando at like 6:55 p.m. Right? Well,
holy shit! Oh, because of
the layover in Baltimore, right? Yeah. Layover in Baltimore. Well, I get an email like 2 weeks ago from Southwest. It's like, oh, your flight details have changed. I'm like, oh, don't fucking say you've canceled one of the flights, right? I'm like, I know it's like a long ways out, but what the hell? Well, I look. Well, no, what they did is they actually pushed my flight back from when I leave Grand Rapids from like 11:40 to like 12:30, and then so I leave later, and then instead of getting into Orlando at 6:55, I actually get in at 6:35. So basically the layover in Baltimore was shortened. So I leave later and I get in sooner. I'm like, oh, that's not bad at all. I'm like, I'm totally fine with that, right? No issues there. And they put on there, if this, hampers your travel plans or whatever, you have 14 days to change for free, right? because Southwest is the one that's changing your flight details.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really think about it. And because I'm like, well, you can, even if you pay the lowest tier, the want to get away price or whatever they call it, on Southwest, it doesn't cost you anything to change flights. You just have to pay the difference in the flights, right? So if you initially bought a $112 flight, right? But then I want to change to a set of flights that's $160, there's no fee to actually change the flight. I just got to pay the $48 difference between the two flights. That's it. But there's no change fee. And so I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. And so I called my mom about it, and she's like, go look at the nonstop. See what you can get. And I'm like, okay. So I click on it and go to the change flights, and I could change to the nonstop flight for free. I was like,
what?
Oh. Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I got now I'm on I paid $112 for the nonstop, basically, because I bought it with a layover. And I didn't. This is how Southwest's policy is. It's not like I cheated the system. This is their policy, which is a fantastic policy. Let me just tell you, don't change it, Southwest. This shit's awesome. And so now I got the nonstop flights, and I leave Grand Rapids at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I get down to Orlando at like 12 or something like that. I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And at that time, the nonstop flight was going for $312. I'm like, I just scammed them out of $200. Yeah. Absolute fucking homies. So, yeah, homies of the year go to Southwest because of their policy. But I'm like, fuck yes, man. Because I bought the $112 ticket initially because I'm like, that's not going to get cheaper. You're not going to get anything cheaper than $112. And that's not even just saying in this economy. Overall, from Grand Rapids to Orlando for $112, one way for one person, that's pretty damn good. But yeah, now to get it with a fucking nonstop flight, I'm like, yeah. Kicking ass.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, a fucking Hulk Hogan. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. So yeah, that's fucking awesome. Now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get from Orlando to Daytona Beach from there. That's just gonna be the only problem. I think we have a plan, but yeah, we just gotta figure that out. But yeah, I'm like, yeah. Awesome. So
are you driving back or?
No, I'm gonna fly out of Daytona Beach Airport on American through Charlotte because there's no way in hell they'd be flying fucking direct from Daytona Beach to Grand Rapids. Not a chance. Nobody does that. But like I could have flown into into Daytona Beach from Grand Rapids on the way down. And it wouldn't have been very much. Like I think the cheapest ticket was like $69, right? Like really good price. The problem is you get into like Daytona Beach at like 11 o'clock at night. And you have a layover in Charlotte on the way down, and it's only like 30 minutes. Now, on the way back, excuse me, on the way back, it's the same thing. It's only a 30-minute layover, but it's probably not going to be snowing in February in Daytona Beach. I'm just saying. So, most likely, my flight wouldn't be delayed, especially since it's like a 6:50 a.m. flight, first flight of the day out of fucking Daytona Beach, probably. Versus if I was flying on the way down, if I get delayed for any reason, for weather or whatever reason in Grand Rapids, I'm going to miss my connection in Charlotte. And the connection in Charlotte is the last flight of the day from Charlotte to Daytona Beach. So then I have to stay up overnight in Charlotte and then go back to the airport the next morning and then fly the rest of the way to Daytona Beach. I'm like, no. If it was a 2-hour layover, I'd do it. Half hour because of the way I'm going, no, I'm not doing that. I have to rely way too much on the weather not being a pain in the ass when I leave Grand Rapids that day. So, but on the way back, I'll do it because I probably won't have any issues with weather in February in Florida and North Carolina. Probably not going to happen. So I'll and plus if I miss my connection in Charlotte, like 3 hours later, there's another flight from Charlotte to Grand Rapids. So it's not that big of a deal. So, but yeah, Southwest, that's why I like Southwest. You don't charge us for fucking bags. You get 2 free checked bags, which is dope. You don't charge us for fucking, like, breathing like some other fucking cheap-ass airlines do. And you're just great. You know? Love you.
Sponsor us.
Yeah,
right. They will sponsor us.
Well, then I got another problem. So Southwest's big thing, like you know, they've always done. There's no assigned seating, right? You get your boarding order, and then you just go on. And you just pick a seat. Well, now they're gonna do fucking assigned seating. It's like, no, that's what makes you guys different. Is you don't have the assigned. Well, like 90% of the customers that leave Southwest wish they had assigned seating. Yeah, but everybody fucking else is like great that you don't. Like, no, don't leave it the way it fucking is. It's fine. God damn it. It's fine how it is. It's like if someone wants to get specific seats, then they'll pay the extra $25 for the early bird check-in, which means you're going to be one of like the first groups on the plane. So then you can get to sit where you want to fucking sit. Like, just leave it the fuck alone. It's fine. It makes you guys different than everybody else. Now you're just going to be the fucking same shit. It's like, no, be different. It's okay to be different in some things. God. But yeah, other than that, homie award goes to fucking Southwest Airlines. Fantastic. So, all right, before we go to our banger of the week, I got one news story I want to bring up because I heard of this, or I saw this, and I was like, what? So, obviously, big thing in the world is, or not necessarily, big thing in the U.S., especially in the last 20 years, has been chicken wings, right? Because the price of chicken wings have, like, fucking skyrocketed, right? And you obviously have your normal bone-in or traditional chicken wings, which is an actual wing and then a drumstick. And then you have boneless wings, which are usually just breasts. They're just chicken breasts, right, that are diced up. And so this came from Ohio, of all places. A man was suing, well, it comes down, can boneless wings include bones? And the Ohio Supreme Court weighs in. So a guy went to some place in Hamilton, Ohio, and he ordered boneless wings, right? While he was eating the boneless wings, he felt a bite-sized piece of meat go down the wrong way. Like, I read that and I'm thinking, oh, he just went down the wrong pipe, right? He started choking, but whatever. Well, it turned out he had he had a thong. Yeah, he had a thong in his throat. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I was doing so good. I was doing so good for like an hour. Yeah. He had a long, thin bone lodged in his esophagus, and then it ended up causing an infection. Obviously, that's a fucking problemo.
Lawsuit.
So he sued the restaurant because the restaurant failed to warn him that boneless wings could contain bones, despite the understanding that the items are nuggets of chicken meat free of bones or boneless, right? They're chicken breasts. And
let me get this straight. So they're advertised as boneless wings, right? But they have a bone in them.
Well, the reason it's no different than like it happens sometimes. Like if you buy like a sausage or whatever, you can sometimes get a bone chip in the sausage. It's just how it is during the when they do the process of making the sausage or making the chicken wing. Yeah, it's not like they intentionally put a fucking bone in there, and they're not gonna go through and rip open all the. Wow. So the lawsuit named the wing supplier, as well as the farm that produced the chicken, because somehow it's the chicken farm's problem that this guy choked on a bone, and also the restaurant, accusing them for being negligent. While the Supreme Court in Ohio decided on a 4-3, so like thin margin, right, that boneless wings refers to a cooking style, and that Berkheimer, the guy who's making the lawsuit, the one that had the boner stuck in his throat, should have been on guard against bones, since it is common knowledge that chickens have bones. I'm going to
lose my shit.
Hold on. Lower courts actually dismissed his lawsuit, but then he kept appealing it, and so then eventually made it all the way to the Supreme Court in Ohio. A diner reading boneless wings, quote-unquote boneless wings, on a menu would no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in the items than believe that the items were made from chicken wings. Just as a person eating chicken fingers would know that they're not being served fingers, one of the justices wrote. Like, I get what he's saying there, but it is so fucking comical. Yeah. The judges that sided with him said that his reasoning was utter... called the justice's reasoning, who made the last statement, said utter Jabberwocky. I've never heard of that. Jabberwocky. Saying a jury should have...
Jabberwocky? What the fuck?
Saying a jury should have been allowed to decide whether the restaurant was negligent. The question must be asked, does anyone really believe that the parents in this country who feed their young children boneless wings or chicken tenders or chicken nuggets or chicken fingers expect bones to be in the chicken? Of course they don't. When you read the word
very good point.
When you read the word boneless, they think that it means without bones, as do all sensible people. Now, that's the end of it. I'm kind of split on this. Like, like, yes, you would assume that. I think referring to them as boneless wings is a cooking style. That's a little weird. I wouldn't say that at all.
Okay, here's
however,
so now we gotta change. Now we gotta change boneless wings to some bone in them.
Well, and I think it comes down to the same thing. It's not like the restaurant purposely put a bone in the chicken, and this is like I feel like the reason why this got dismissed is it's kind of like this along the same lines of people who put their hands underneath a running lawnmower and then had their hand chopped off and then sue the company because you didn't tell me that the lower blade while it's running could chop my hand off. Well, motherfuck, dude, that's kind of assumed. You know, maybe you shouldn't stick your hand underneath a running fucking mower while the blade's spinning. Well, just think it out loud. Okay. I think the same logic was used here that, like, yes, it says boneless, but like I said, it's no different. Sometimes when you order sausage, there's a bone chip in it, okay? No manufacturing process is perfect, okay?
Right.
If the bone was stuck in the chicken breast because of whatever reason, unless the restaurant is going to go through and break open every fucking boneless chicken nugget or wing and make sure there's no fucking boners on them, right? That's not practical. Okay, yes, the restaurant assumed they bought boneless wings. There's no bones in them. The manufacturer of the boneless wings produced the boneless wings without bones, right? Now one slipped through the inspection process. It happens. It's how it fucking is. So I agree that this would be dismissed. Sorry.
I don't necessarily think that like a lawsuit has to be like drawn out or anything, but I do believe that because he did get injured from it, that some compensation, sure, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there was some sort of compensation.
Yeah, I would hope so. But I don't think it's the restaurant's fault at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
he went from...
like you said, how would they know that
there's
a fucking bone in a bone?
What are they going to, like, you know, when they order a...
you know what? I'm gonna go to some pizza place, and I'm gonna be like, "This better be boneless pizza, otherwise I'm suing."
Well, I think that's why they dismissed this, because if you were to, you know, agree on this, think of the can of worms that would open, right? And for other situations, like I said, like a bone chip and a sausage, yeah, it rarely happens, but it happens. You know, just how it is, or whatever reason. It's just it's.
If you guys heard that thing, it almost sounded like I shat myself. It was a chair. I promise.
Again, I agree that this should be dismissed. Now, I would hope the guy got some sort of compensation because, yeah, he did get injured. But to then go full scorched earth and be like, no, I'm in it for the money now. Somebody had to have told him, like, oh no, you should sue him for negligence.
This is a bunch of jabberwocky.
This is that's the new fucking word, utter jabberwocky.
Oh my God, dude,
fucking love that.
Yeah,
the fact that this was also dismissed in lower courts kind of shows that he didn't really have much to stand on.
But here's the thing. If people can get away with suing McDonald's for spilling hot coffee on themselves, which I think is utterly fucking stupid, then this guy actually had an issue. Like, he bit into what he thought was something that was boneless. Granted, yeah, the process isn't fucking perfect or anything, but, you know, to bite on something and then you swallow a bone and it gets stuck in your esophagus or caused injury or whatever, and you get an infection from that, yeah, that's... Sorry, excuse me. Jesus Christ, all of a sudden I feel like I got a burp. Oh, fucking A.
Great, fantastic.
God damn, dude, I thought I was going to throw up there for a second, but... He should be. There is just compensation here, where that lady that spilled fucking hot coffee on herself, that you ordered hot coffee. It's gonna be hot. How? Oh shit! Well, that fucking pisses me off. But this, you're expecting it, right? Like, it's almost like if you ordered pizza and you get fucking chicken Alfredo. you're like, this isn't what I ordered. You know, why the fuck? Or you bite into a pizza and there's like there's cum in there. All right, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed because I didn't.
That's a different story. If you're fucking biting a pizza and there's boogers and cum in it, I'm just saying that's a health department issue, major health department issue.
But yeah, like,
but I mean, compare it like this. Say you order like pepperoni pizza from XY, you know, Joe Blow's Pizzeria, right? And in it, there's an olive. And you're like, oh, I'm going to sue them because they didn't tell me that there could be an olive in my pizza.
It's not going to kill me, though.
Right, but it's kind of along the same lines as, I know it's a stretch, but along the same lines as this, is that you have to assume not everything's going to be perfect. You know, if you think that every time you order something from whatever restaurant, I'm taking the whole could die part out of it. Right? You're like, I want this. I want a pepperoni pizza. And there's an olive on that. And say you are, or let's not say an olive, say it's a topping that you're allergic to. They didn't do it.
Peanut.
Whatever. They didn't do it out of spite. No, it was probably stuck on their fucking glove because they're not going to change their gloves after every fucking pizza when it's 5 o'clock and they got 11 orders, right? They're not changing their gloves after every fucking pizza. Got stuck on their glove and it would made it onto your pizza. It's not their fault, in my opinion. They didn't do it out of spite. Like, oh, I fucking hate this guy. He's a pain in the ass every week. I'm gonna fucking throw peanuts on his pizza because I know he has an allergy. No, it was an accident. Why do we gotta sue everybody over a simple fucking accident? That's all this was an accident.
Yeah.
It was not done. It was not done.
Okay,
for a fuck you.
Here's the thing. This is not a stupid lawsuit, I don't think. I think somebody should pay his medical bills because this happened. It was an accident. We missed it. Our bad. Let's pay for it.
Right. And I would hope
Easy
the
as
restaurant
that.
maybe paid for his
No, the
medical
restaurant
expenses.
has nothing to do. This is the thing. I don't think the restaurant had anything to do with it. It was,
well, then
they
whose
got a bad
problem is
shipment.
it is?
Whoever produced the chicken.
I argue it's not really their fault either.
But hold on.
And it's definitely not the fucking... Hold on. It's definitely not the chicken farmer's fault. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't know why he was included on this lawsuit to begin with. He's probably like,
I just produced the chickens, dude. I don't fucking do anything with them.
I didn't even kill them. They were put on a truck, and then they were slaughtered at the fucking manufacturing. I didn't do anything. I just fed them corn.
Okay, let's
and dirt.
Like let's take Tyson, right? Okay. Tyson,
biggest chicken producer in the U.S.
Yeah, you get a piece of chicken from them, right? Right? And in my experience with Tyson, they are pretty damn good in keeping out bones and shit, okay?
Well, yeah, because they have...
But if you were to buy a batch of chicken breasts from Tyson, and you found a bone, or you cooked them, you ate them, and this same thing happened to you, I would be suing Tyson. I could have died from this. No, I'm not going to sue him for millions of dollars. I'm going to be like, listen, I just want you to pay. I get it. It's an accident. You know, you didn't mean for this to happen. But you guys could have been more vigilant with it. All I want is you to pay my medical bills. That's it. I don't care about any money. I don't care about that. Now you get some greedy fuck like this asshole, all right?
Yeah, I think
like,
that's...
I'm taking everybody out. Then, yeah, that is a stretch.
I think that's why this more or less got dismissed, is because it didn't say how much the lawsuit was for. But, yeah, the fact that he went, like, full scorched earth and was suing everybody involved, yeah, I think that's why they threw it out. It's like, come on.
This actually has ground to stand on, all right? That, like, this type of situation.
He just went at it the wrong... He went at it the wrong way.
Yes. If you're like the lady who ordered a hot coffee from McDonald's and you knew it was going to be hot and you spilled it on you and you got burns from it, that's on you! McDonald's doesn't... They're just like, this is the hot coffee. You bought it, you paid for it, it's yours now, all right? Fucking get the fuck out of here. All right? That fucking lawsuit pisses me off so goddamn bad. It pisses me off... Like,
well, did you see? I think
whatever.
There was
like,
nothing.
Don't put in water because you could drown. The fact that they had to don't put in water because people can't use common sense.
Well, it's because everybody just wants to sue somebody for money. Because it's an easy way to get rich. Is you just sue a big-time company because a lot of times somebody like...
pay it out.
Like, if your Tyson example, right? Now, we're not shitting on Tyson. It's just because they're, like, the largest chicken producer in the U.S. Okay, you buy a boneless chicken breast from Tyson, and then there's a small bone chipper on it, and it gets stuck in your throat, right? And you sue Tyson. More than likely, it would probably be settled out of court because how Tyson would look at it, okay, how much it would cost for them to go through the legal fees and how long it would take their lawyers for all this compared to what they could just pay you out, like $100,000, whatever. It's not worth it to them. So I think that might have been where this guy was going, is he just wanted... like I said, it doesn't say who the restaurant was, who the chicken producer was, and I don't even know why the farm was included in it. They seem that's like suing a bystander who let someone get shot because he didn't try to stop him. What?
Well, here's the thing now. Nowadays,
but, hold on. No, go ahead. I just lost my train of thought.
Okay. Well, I was going to bring back the point where you said that they were going to look at legal fees. They might do that, but then if they win, the company wins, they'll take
the loser generally has to pay the losing fees. Right, but
the agreement is usually, if we win, you get all of our legal fees. And guess what, bitch? It's going to be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So lick my nuts.
Right, but for the whole process of going through it, all the time it wraps up in your lawyers and your legal department, and also the potential bad PR, it's better to just pay them off. You know, if it's a small amount. Now, if they're suing for like $10 million, no, fuck you. We're going to fight that shit, right?
Obviously,
right. But if it's like $100,000, fuck it. That's no skin off Tyson's back. I can tell you that right now. So, I think.
No, it's no skin off Tyson's chicken. Sorry.
Hey, Dylan, why don't you call that in so I can hang up on your shit? So, I think it's a viable lawsuit.
Oh yeah,
but
for sure. It's just,
sort of. But I would have liked to have known how much money he was suing for.
Yeah,
and just because you're suing for negligence, it's I don't. It's
this is the
why
thing.
why do
I
it's like it's a
I consumed your product from which this is how he could have set it up. I consumed your product, which was advertised as boneless. I ate a bone. I got damage from it. All I'm asking for is the compensation from the medical bills that I had to endure. That's what he could have done. Pretty sure he would have got a.
Yeah, and his medical bills probably weren't even that much because all they would have had to have done was pay the deductible, right? Because there's a thing called health insurance.
I'm suing the goddamn restaurant. I'm suing the goddamn manufacturer. And you know who else I'm suing? That stupid goddamn farmer. Poor chicken.
And you know what? I'm gonna sue his mother because he birthed them too. Yeah, it's her fault too.
And I'm suing the goddamn chicken.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm suing the chicken too, and I'm gonna sue the chicken's mom who laid the egg, and I'm gonna sue the chicken's dad who inseminated the egg. Everybody's getting sued.
Rooster.
Yeah, whatever. And then I'm gonna sue my lawyer because they're taking too fucking long.
Because y'all deal with cocks.
I'm fine. I was, you know what, looking at it, I'm fine that it was shot down because I think it could also open it could open Pandora's box on a lot of shit. And it's like, you know what? Let's keep that box closed. We don't need to raid the fucking courts with I ate a whole grain rice and there was a regular non-whole grain rice in there and now I'm sick. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
See, that's stupid.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid. This has some merit to it. I will say that. I just think it's stupid that he
did it wrong,
full blown like retard, and was like, I'm gonna take everybody.
And
down.
I think this is more or less the lawyer's fault. The lawyer went too much scorched earth on everybody.
Yeah,
because the lawyer's like, I'm just gonna include everybody on the fucking lawsuit, and I could not personally ever see how this is the fucking farmer's fault. I cannot see.
What did he do?
What did he do?
He raised the chicken. That's it.
He probably didn't even kill the chicken. It was put on a truck and then taken to the fucking factory or whatever you want to call it, the slaughterhouse, and killed there, and then turned into fucking edible meat. It's like, what did he do wrong? He's probably got like a fucking 100,000 chickens. Yeah, he's gonna fucking inspect each one every day to make sure they eat no fucking cow penis. Dude. What? I don't get it. Oh, all right, Dylan. What is your banger of the week?
My banger of the week. Hey, we haven't even. Whoa! I don't care how long this runs, motherfucker. All right.
What's your problem?
We got one more thing. Did you not? I added this Friday, motherfucker. Deadpool and Wolverine, an embarrassment.
Oh, you didn't add it on the list. I'm looking right at it, and it's not there.
Oh, that's because you don't have it. Yeah, because
you must have just added it recently. Because I'm looking at it. Yeah,
I added this on Friday. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I added this today. Never mind.
I say no, you didn't, because I printed this shit off this morning.
So, Deadpool. I got to see Deadpool and Wolverine last weekend. The weekend it came out. Absolute fucking banger of a movie. I'm not gonna lie. Story was I didn't really like it. Story was okay. Like I give it probably like a 6 out of 10. It was entertaining. I like the concept of it, but I didn't really. Anyways, the entire movie though, fucking absolutely loved it. Great fucking movie. Deadpool. I'll explain the beginning scene because it ties into my embarrassment. But so overall movie, 15 out of 10. Great, entertaining movie. The cameos in. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert to anybody that's listening. If you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, I suggest you skip this part. I don't know how long we're going to talk about it, but go for it.
Probably just a couple minutes. So, but was there cows in this movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, unfortunately not. But so the cameos in it was surprising. I did not expect some of the cameos. It was the first cameo you see is Chris Evans, who's known for playing Captain America, but before that he played a little known role in the Fantastic Four movie. He played Johnny Storm, a.k.a. the Human Torch, and he came back as a Human Torch, which was interesting, to say the least. He told Cassandra Nova that she could lick his cinnamon twist clean. That was interesting.
Okay.
His goddamn cinnamon twist. But Elektra, Jennifer Garner played her. She came back. And the two very surprising cameos, Wesley Snipes as Blade, and I don't know if you know this, but in the Hollywood community, Wesley Snipes does not like Ryan Reynolds, and, well, Ryan Reynolds is the fucking main character of the movie, Deadpool. So, they made, like, a little joke about it. He was like, I thought you were retarded, and Blade was like, retarded? And Deadpool said something. And Wesley Snipes' character was like, I don't like you. And Ryan Reynolds was like, you never did. Ha ha ha. Very funny. But then there was two things that I wanted to happen. I heard a rumor about one, that Wolverine was going to fight the Hulk. And I was like, if we see this in the movie, I might actually come myself. And two, they did all this promotional work with Wolverine wearing his mask. And I was going to be highly, highly fucking pissed if that didn't happen. So you know what happened? Wolverine put on his goddamn mask, dude. I was freaking the fuck out. Freaking the fuck out. Like, I was so happy. Brianna, I felt bad for Brianna because I was like, fucking, like, oh my god, did you see that shit? Holy shit. You know, freaking out. But,
yeah, during the film, every time something happened, Dylan would be like,
yeah. When Blade said retarded, he was talking about me, I'm pretty sure. But so it was very, very good. The rumor that Wolverine was going to fight the Hulk, it kind of happened. Deadpool was like going through finding like different variants of Wolverine to bring back to his universe. And one of the variants was he was wearing the very classic Wolverine suit of brown and yellow. And Deadpool's like, isn't this the one you fought the Hulk in? And fucking Wolverine shinks his claws, and there's Hulk. Hulk roars, and it's like, holy shit. They didn't fight on screen, but you know it was going to happen. And then the very last bit of the movie, Wolverine and Deadpool walk out behind the bus. It's in the trailers as well. But before they fight, Wolverine puts on his fucking mask, his cowl, and I absolutely lose my shit because 20 fucking plus years waiting for this goddamn moment they teased it in 2014, but they didn't fucking do it. And that's where, at the end of the movie, Wolverine got his gloves and a mask. Or his cowl.
Dillon.
And he didn't wear it.
Dillon.
What?
2014 was 10 years ago.
Yeah, but he didn't wear it.
But you said 20 plus years.
Yeah. From the moment that... In 2014, he didn't wear his mask. Like, they just teased the idea that, oh, he's getting his suit now. And then Logan came out 3 years later and he fucking died. Bitch.
Right, but you said they've been teasing it for 20 plus years.
No, I said it hasn't happened for 20 plus years.
Oh.
They teased it in 2014.
So the last time it happened was in, like, 2002.
No, it didn't happen at all.
Oh. So they only been teasing it for 10 years then?
No.
I'm just trying to shit on you because your math is not working out here, all right?
No, it's working just fine. It's been 20 plus years since Hugh Jackman has been Wolverine, and they haven't once put him in the yellow and blue suit that everybody wants him, or put on a mask, or the cowl.
Gotcha. All right.
So
still think your math's fucked up, but all right.
So now time for the embarrassment, okay? So at my job, all right, there's torque converters, okay? And the torque converter by itself is like 50 plus pounds. Okay, I've lifted them before, not that I haven't had an issue with it, right? Well, the last time I was at work, now this does tie back into Deadpool and Wolverine, okay? So, at work, I lifted one up, but it was slipping, so I used my core strength to fucking, thought I killed myself, all right? I didn't, though, okay? I'm perfectly fine. I just strained my core muscles.
And then, his shorts.
Yeah, and then I shat myself. And then I get home, and one of the things is that Deadpool in the opening credits dances to "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like very satisfying how he does it. So I took the time out of my day to learn how to do this dance because it's very satisfying to do. But because I'm fat, and you jump multiple times during the dance, it strains your core muscles, so my core muscles were already strained. So during the last, week and a half, last week, I thought I was going to shit my fucking guts out because the bottom part of my stomach that's, has my fat, I thought I was going to, I strained myself too hard dancing, doing little jumps, because I wanted to learn the "Bye Bye Bye" fucking dance that Deadpool did.
So basically,
did I do it successfully? Yes, I did. Fuck you.
So are you gonna be like one of the little specials that just break out the Fortnite dance out of fucking nowhere?
No. No, I just
every time I
see
see someone do that, dude, I just want to fucking lay them out. Like, what are you doing? God, you're gonna be,
default guy over here.
Fucking... Steve Carell made 40-year-old virgin as a joke. Except you're gonna fucking live it if you keep doing that shit, my guy. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I just wanted to learn it.
I just want to go up to him and be like,
"Stop it! Get some help!
Get some help."
Yeah, I just want to learn it because it was satisfying. It's a very satisfying dance, especially if you do it on beat. Oh my god, dude!
It's
simple. So
yeah, are you good now? You done? You got it out of you?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I'm good.
I want to bring this up before we do the banger of the week. I'm really sad Jordan isn't here because when you introduced Jordan, I was going to do the... Because I know he hates it so much. He hates that sound so much. So, all right, Dylan, what is your banger of the week? Before we go on to Stupider's list, we got bangers of the week. What is it, Dylan?
Bangers of the week. My banger of the week is Atlas Falls by Shinedown. No, if I've already done that one,
I don't.
It's another. It's another Shinedown song.
We've done Shinedown songs, but I don't think we've done that one. You know, I've been wanting to do this. And
Alice Falls is good, though.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If I've already done it, deal with it. That's my banger of the week. Fuck you.
I've been wanting to do, and I wish I would have done this when we first started doing this, because I don't know the first episode we did, banger of the week, and now I'm too fucking lazy to go through every single episode now and try to find it in the podcast and then write it down. But I wish I would have started, like, writing them down so then we don't try to repeat them the best we can, but then also put them in, like, a Spotify playlist, so then you guys could, like, listen to what our bangers of the week, and it'd be on like a big Spotify playlist or something similar like that.
Awesome.
I mean, we could start doing it now. Maybe I'll relegate Dillon to do that because I do most of the fucking legwork. It'd be nice if Dillon does something.
Well, now we just sit here and jerk off. So
yeah, I'm just shitting on you. But yeah, if you want to do that, Dillon, that'd be fucking fantastic. You could just start with this week. You don't, or if you remember any other songs that we've did, because I sure as shit have not been writing them down.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do it.
Well, you know what I could do? I could get mine because I print off a show sheet every week and it's in my recycle bin, so I could go through every single show prep and see what mine are. But I have no idea what yours are. So yeah, you'd have to go through every single episode and find it. Or you could just not do that and just start from here on.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the sport that does it. So
you're gonna be Bumble.
What?
Well, you keep saying I'm gonna be. So I'm asking if you're gonna be a Bumble. Or are you a Wash?
No, I'm just retarded.
Oh.
I don't know why that was so fucking...
I didn't say... Goddamn thing. I didn't...
Jesus
I have it on the wrong...
Maybe that should be your sound now.
Shut up. It's because I have it on the wrong setting. There we go. Got it. Fixed. All right. My banger of the week. Now, I don't think anybody had this on their fucking bingo card for the band Motley Crue releasing new music in 2024.
Holy shit. Really?
Yes. They put out a new album. I don't know if it's been released, but they've announced that they have a new album. But my song is it's called Dogs of War by Motley Crue. And it's like Motley Crue back in like the 80s and 90s, but with the now current rock style of music, if that makes sense. It's like a mix between the two, and it's a pretty good song. So yeah, that's my banger of the week. Dogs
of War?
Dogs of War. I have no idea what it's talking about. It could be talking about molesting little kids, but it sounds like a pretty good song, so I listened to it. All right. Excuse me. So Dillon, we'll put that down in once we get the Spotify playlist set up and stuff. We'll put that down in our description. So if you want to listen to all of our banger of the weeks that Dillon may or may not be able to get all of them, but we'll do our best to try and do it. We'll put a link to whatever we use, Spotify, YouTube Music, Pandora, whoever we fucking use as our music service provider. We'll put that down in the podcast description. So,
oh my god, did you see the fucking goddamn comment on here? Zombie Vince is the healthiest he's looked in years.
Damn. Fucking scorched earth. So.
Oh shit.
All right. Let's go on to something I've been really excited about for the last 4 days when I decided that we were going to do this for this show, and I'm upset that Jordan's not here because it would have been great. But for this week's edition of Stupiders, or this episode's edition, because we don't do it every week, of Stupiders list. With the Olympics going on, we decided to do what's some Olympic sports that we think should be part of the Olympics. I was going to do the other way of the dumbest Olympic sports, but there's not a ton that are stupid. They all kind of make sense, except one, and that's why I have this new Olympic sports, because if fucking speed walking is part of the Olympics, all of this has a very good chance to be part of the fucking Olympics. I'm just saying. So, Dillon, if you want to start off with your top 5, plus maybe some honorable mentions of 5 sports or events.
I got a lot of
that you would like to be seen part of either the 2026 Winter or 2028 Summer Olympics.
It could go with either one, except these are more like sport, I think, or summer sports. Sorry. Number 5, American sports. So football. I know it's not plausible because we were talking about this before the podcast. But football, baseball, even hockey, I guess. Is there hockey in the
Hockey's
Olympics?
in the Winter Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Well, we were talking. We spent the 15 minutes that when we were saying at the beginning of the episode when Dylan's mic decided to, deuces. We were talking for 15 minutes. We were talking about this sort of like it would be cool to have football in the Olympics, but it's not practical.
Yeah,
because first of all, it would just be Canada and the U.S. every year in the fucking gold medal round. All right, because those are the only 2 countries that predominantly play football. Oh, Spain plays football. They play soccer. That's soccer. That's not football. Football is what it is in America. That's football.
Football.
No, it's soccer.
So football.
But if you look at it like college and the NFL or whatever, they play they play one game every week. Well, if you're going to do your normal round robin style of games in the Olympics, you'd have to start it like 3 months prior to the Olympics to then get it all wrapped up by the time the Olympics are going on, the 2 weeks of the Olympics. And if you did flag football, what's the point? It's like, what's the point? So I think even if you had the Olympics or the football in the Olympics, I don't think you'd get very many NFL players because they basically already need like all of the offseason to fucking recover from the grind of the 17-game schedule, regular season schedule, not even including playoffs, of the regular NFL season. And it'll probably go to 18 games here next year or 2 years from now. And they already need all of the offseason. And now to throw on an extra 2.5 to 3 months of games on top of that, and then basically the minute the Summer Olympics are over, you got to hop right into the NFL preseason. I don't think football in any form will ever be in the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
It's not practical logistically, and there's not enough countries that actively play the sport for it to just not be Canada versus the U.S. every year in the gold medal round.
Yeah. All right, number 4.
And then like baseball can't make its fucking decision if it's in or if it's out. Like in the 2020 Olympics, it was in, and then this year it's out, and then I guess in 2028 it's probably going to be in. It's like shit or get off the pot. Are you in or are you out? Should I stay or should I go? Maybe you should just fucking stay. All right, how about that?
Stay or should I?
And like I don't understand why baseball can't be in or out. It's like baseball is one of the most popular sports worldwide. And my prime example is you look at the Little League World Series, dude. I mean which is about to start here pretty shortly, dude. I like watching the Little League World Series because it's just, you see fucking kids throwing 60, 75, 70 mile per hour heaters at 12 years old. It's like, fuck me. Jesus Christ. But, all right, Dylan, continue.
Yeah, some people watch it just for the kids. Okay, so 4 is fourth grader fights. And by that, I mean, like, doing the... putting someone in a room and letting fourth graders come out and just absolutely see how long they can last.
So basically, like how many 10-year-olds do you think you could take out with this baseball bat?
Yeah. And whoever is the last person standing, wins. But,
all right, little Johnny, go for his nuts, go for his balls. Kick him in the balls.
Number 3, hunting sports. I think like a good like doing like any kind of game, and by game I mean like deer, fish, whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool to see.
I heard in what, I don't remember what Olympics it was, but they have skeet shooting in the Olympics now. They fire the clay pigeon. Except one time they actually used actual pigeons.
Oh shit! Really?
You had to shoot actual pigeons. So yeah, by the time it was done, there was like 300 dead pigeons on the ground. Like they just absolutely cooked the fuck. I mean, it's pigeons. Who fucking cares about it? But it's like, yeah, that might not be such a good. That's not such a good look to be absolutely slaying a fucking city's population of pigeons.
Listen. If the pigeon makes their nest on the ground in the way of like human traffic, that's their fault. All right, they're just waiting for Darwin to take over. Okay. But number 2 is beer pong. I think beer pong would be fun to see. seeing people get absolutely fucking wasted because they suck. And then number one, probably eating contests. And by that, I mean, just get somebody a big fucking, eating competitions. Get somebody a big fucking plate of food, and whoever eats it the fastest, respectfully, okay? I don't want to see you throw up or anything. Whoever eats it, fastest would win gold or, first, second, third.
So you're not saying, like the hot dog eating contest, which is
that's fucking gross.
You're saying, all right, here's a blueberry pie with your hands tied behind your back. How fast can you eat the blueberry pie? You mean like that?
Yeah.
That would be
like that. Or great channel to watch is Beard Meets Food. I want to see motherfuckers like him compete, because that shit is interesting as fuck. And he's very neat about it too. He can eat 5 pounds of food in 40 minutes. It's Jesus Christ, dude, fucking A. But he's very neat about. Are you fucking eating right now?
Possibly.
You fucking fat motherfucker. I can hear the fucking silverware scraping the bowl or plate. Why is it every time we record, one of us is always eating something?
Because we're fat.
Dude, that's fat activities right there.
Well, see, that's why me and you would be good of the part of the eating contest.
So if you guys are that list was kind of boring, here are my honorable mentions. And yes, these are going to be, I think kind of wild. Jerk off relay, men and women. Whoever comes first wins, in that section, and whoever lasts the longest also wins. So 2 different ones.
No, when you first said jerk off relay, I was thinking everybody's on the track, right? And you can't
running and they're jerking themselves
No. You can't start stroking it until the guy behind you squirts, right? Or ejaculates, and then you can start going to it. So it's just a line of guys just lined up.
Oh, it's worse.
They're all 5 feet away, but you can't, like I said, you can't, get yours cranked up until the guy behind you, splurges. That's what I was saying. We should jerk off relay. But yeah, but also running and jacking off at the same time, that would be interesting because that'd be very hard. No pun, the pun was intended.
Yeah, you gotta time it just right. When you finish your race, you have to come.
Yeah, so it's everybody's God damn it, it's taking a little longer than normal. They just stop before the line. They're just
But in the jerk off relay, you can't. Sorry, you can't edge yourself. All right, you have to come. Edging is banned. You sick little fuckers. Anyways, gag reflex. The longer the dildo, more chance you get a gold. Here's this. Oh, do you gag? No. Okay, let's move up one. Here you go. Oh, do you gag? No. Okay, cool. Let's move up another time. Just until.
So it's like the high jump thing. It's like the high jump thing. Everybody goes, and then you move the bar up, and then you move the bar up, and then you move the bar up.
Yeah.
Same rules as high jump. Yeah.
You're
done. And then everybody gets to ass fuck you. What?
What the fuck? Playing games of chicken. So, in any kind of capacity, whoever chickens out first fucking loses.
Yeah, so we're gonna line everybody up on the street. Send a semi down at 70 miles per hour.
And if you chicken out, you're done.
And if the last person to jump out of the way wins, but if you get hit, you lose. That's one of those games where it's you can't win, but you sure as shit can lose. Oh my god, dude, that would be great. Just here comes Big Mac. I would pay to see that, but to do it, we have terrorists. They're the ones that have to do it. So then, if they die, no one cares.
Mom and dad activities. So
what?
Mom and dad activities. You get a bunch of moms together and they do mom stuff, and then dads, they do dad stuff, mowing the yard. Whoever can mow this little piece of grass, and then they move on to I don't know, changing a baby's diaper. I don't fucking know. I think that'd be kind of fun, mom versus dad. Anyways, longest piss. Who can ever take the longest piss? Physically longest, not time wise. Because you could just not piss for 12 hours and then take the longest pee known to man. It takes 10 minutes for you to fucking empty your bladder. And then patience test. This would be fucking hilarious. Do something so comically annoying that you just wait for people to snap, and I just can't wait I could not wait to see like people just fucking lose it. I think it's hilarious when people get pissed.
So whoever has the shortest fuse and whoever has the longest fuse, basically.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't remember what I was gonna do for this one, so I'm gonna skip it. And then jousting. Let's bring jousting back. You fucking
jousting's
die,
not in the
lose.
Olympics. Oh.
Yeah. You fucking if you get fucking impaled, guess what? Damn. Oh, that should be under the next one. All right, so this next section is called Meet God Activities for the Olympics, okay?
What? So what do you do?
And here we go. You'll understand.
You get hit upside the head with a shovel, and the first one to see God wins?
Get the biggest woman and the biggest man, and whoever lives longer... Listen, I'm not done. And whoever lives longer after slightly active activities, they win.
So you get the fat bitch that was during the opening ceremony.
Yeah, and the fattest
and you make her climb stairs and see if she doesn't die or not.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Heart attack games.
That sounds like just moving Biggest Loser up to the Olympic stage.
Heart attack games. Oh, but they have to be like at least 600 pounds.
So it's
it's not fun if you get like somebody like me who's, slightly bigger than average, and I can do this shit. And I'll get winded, but I won't die.
Remember, Dylan, we're not fat. We're just invested in real estate.
Yes,
because we take up space, but we're real estate investors. Remember that. We're not fat. We're real estate investors.
The heart attack games. People, one volunteer. Gets an induced heart attack, and their teammates have to revive them. Whoever gets revived first wins.
Jesus. Again, we do this one with terrorists, so if they die, no one cares.
Right. Bring back old duels. Person moves on when they win. Last team standing wins gold.
What do you mean? What do you mean old? Like,
I'm talking about like old duels. Like you get those fucking musket pistols, and they go.
Oh, you mean like pistol duels, dude? Pistol duels used to be a thing in the Olympics.
They should bring those back, please.
I mean,
bring
those back. now again, if you want to do full score shirts, you have to do terrorists again. So again, if they die, no one cares. But if you could just use like paintball guns now,
You're like pedophiles. There you go. Nobody
there
cares
you go.
about them fuckers.
Right, but like you could use
the sniper.
Sniper. It's the Trump version.
I was gonna say it's like Las Vegas, but you gotta.
Well, they didn't dodge. Just dodge, man. Just dodge.
So you get like all these countries' people, representatives, right? You get a sniper at like some odd yards away, and they have 400 to yards away, one side to the other side without either getting killed or whatever. And obviously, whoever crosses first gets gold, second silver, third is bronze. And then if you're, if you cross the line without dying, but you don't win a medal, guess what? You still have your life. So
you still win.
It as a win. And then my last one for me.
About goddamn time. I was about to ask, when can I go?
Last one on Meet God activities. Old people. Last one to take their medicine without dying wins. So if you have a heart attack medication, you don't take it for like the entire time the Olympics are going on, you win gold, dude.
No, you do it because COVID kills old people. The first one the one to last longest with COVID when you're like 80, 11 years old, you win. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it's a pretty good list. I'm gonna do one of my honorable mentions right now because I won't forget it. Since African kids are really good at this, we should do lugging for water challenges. Who can go the farthest carrying a bucket of water.
Jesus Christ.
And I think finally an African country might win something. And then one of my honorable mentions was baseball and softball, but making them permanent because they're a pretty prevalent sport worldwide, and why it's like a halvesy sport, I don't get it. We already said the issues with having football in it. It's just not practical.
Yep.
Unless you really pussified it, and then what's the point? And then they added it this year, so you have basketball, but they added 3-on-3 basketball as a separate category or event, you want to call it. And so I thought, well, why don't we have 3-on-3 hockey? Because 3-on-3 hockey is fucking awesome, especially if you get them starting to go up and down the ice back and forth. That is the most exhilarating shit you would ever see in your life. It is awesome. I think they should add that. That would be really good. But let's actually get into my top 5 now. So, number 5, for new Olympic sports for either 2026 or 2028 is forklift operator, right? And this could be men or women, right? Because, I mean, think about it, forklift operator everywhere, right? And you could do, like, who can load and unload a truck the quickest, right? Who has the finest touch, right? So you have them, like, try to go through, like, either, like, an obstacle course, or they have to be, like, really precise with their stuff, who can do it the quickest and not knock something over, stuff like that. And then who can carry the biggest load. So we see how many, fat bitches at the ceremonies we can throw on your high-low, and who can take it through an obstacle course without losing it or whatever. You can just something like that. I think that it's something that every developed country has high-low operators, and it's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
it's the same concept. So I think that would work. Number 4, lumberjacking, but like old school lumberjacking with like axes. And like, again, this could be men and women. So you have like tall ass sequoia trees or whatever, and whoever can chop the tree down the quickest wins gold or something like that. I think that would be, because that's down to like brute strength. And again, that's something that anybody in the world could do that. That's not just like, football is basically just a North American thing.
Yeah.
So those ones were tamed. Now I'm going to go into the whole the scorched earth portion of my my list. Number 3 would be house chores, but like again, men and women. So obviously like cleaning, that's women. Lawn cutting, that's men. Sandwich making, women. Quote unquote fixing something, that's men right there. Because when we fix it, we ain't gonna fix it. So who can do the worst job fixing something? You get gold. Honey, I fixed the sink, but now the bathtub leaks. What the fuck? How's that make sense? Don't know, but that's how it works. Yeah, you can throw a couple other things in there too. But yeah, it's cleaning and sandwich making, that's women's, because that's what they do. Lawn cutting and fixing, right? You fixed it. Number 2 on the list, day drinking. Who can get the most slosh without fucking passing out? That's what I want to see.
That
right?
would
so
be awesome to see.
You just get like, everybody gets like a 30-pack of like shit beer, right? So like PBR.
Oh my God.
Who can drink the most PBR constantly without either dying from alcohol poisoning or passing out? You win. Or throwing up. If you blow a motor, you're done. You are out of the competition. And then my number 1 to help, and this would greatly improve Olympic viewership, because if you look at it, because the world is perverted, what is probably the sports that get the highest viewership, especially on the women's side, is gymnastics and probably beach volleyball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you wanted to improve your viewership, you just got to add sex. That's the number 1 thing that should be added to the Olympics, is sex. And you can, I know Dillon already did it, but you could separate it out. You can have who can go the longest without blowing their load. Or the quickest, right? Who can blow their load the quickest? The longest session, so you can have like a big orgy session or whatever, and then who can go the fucking longest without being tired, right? So everybody's jacked up on meth, so they can go all fucking day and night. You can do you can do the one who has the fattest load, and who has the largest.
Jesus Christ!
So they, again, you can't show up pre. You have to show up softy, right? And then who can put out the fattest load? And then you have a creativity section. So it's like similar to like the mat portion of gymnastics, where it's their dance routine. Now you have creativity. If you take it up the ass, that's +1. If you just do it generic, that's boring. You want to do a reverse cowgirl? That's cool. You want to try something new? Sweet. You want to hook jumper cables up to her titties? Go for it. That's an extra 3 points. Something like that. And then similar to Dillon's cum shot relay, you can do coming for distance, so who can shoot their load the farthest, And Jimmy's about to blow. Oh, he did, and it's a 6 feet 9 inches. No, that's a new Olympic world record. I think if you want to improve viewership, that's how you do it, right? All the gays can watch the guys stroking it, and the rest of the fucking world who's not who's into women can watch fucking nude ass women getting it down on the ground. Everybody's happy, right? Except the diehard Christians. But according to this Olympics, fuck them. We don't need them anyways. So, but yeah, if you want to improve the Olympics, that's how you improve the Olympics right there. All these should be smart. We're gonna put this in as a valid petition. And if we don't do it, because, well, the IOC is the most corrupt organization in the world. I mean, even Russia makes them look tame, or it makes Russia look tame. Yeah, we're gonna send a bomb. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna send a fucking bomb.
Yeah, let's say that on the podcast.
Yeah, enter our events in the fucking podcast, or we're gonna shoot up a school. What are you doing? Oh, all right, Dylan. What is your facts of the week?
Facts of the week, man. You know I ain't got this shit ready. No, I do.
No, he's got to watch the pop-up first, though.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn fucking pop-ups, dude. Just wait. It hasn't shown it yet, but as soon as I start scrolling down to what we did... There it is. Fucking waiting.
All right, so what states are we on to now? We're into the... We got to be into the... We're out of the M's, I think, right?
Yes, we did. I think we did North...
Oh, yes, we did North Dakota last time.
In North Dakota.
Yeah, because North Dakota has the stupidest fucking fact. Oh, we had the world record for the most snow angels. Really? That's your... Wow.
Yeah, the fucking... what is it? Probably 4 acres of floor space. That's what it is. Fucking hey, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah, North Carolina.
Now we're on the dumpster fire of a state called Ohio and Oklahoma.
Ohio, where you can choke on boners in your chicken.
God, I fucking hate Ohio. I don't even want to read their fact, but I'm going to because I'm a completionist, you fucks.
Except in the bedroom.
Half of the presidents who died in office were from Ohio. William Harrison, James Garfield, William McKinley, and Warren G. Harding for most... Oh, never mind. That's it. For more presidential trivia, check out these delightful little-known talents of U.S. presidents.
Yeah, Ohio's so boring that 2 of them had to get assassinated, so they didn't have to go back.
William Harrison, James Garfield, William McKinley, and Warren G. Harding. Skill issue.
Yeah, you just dodge.
Hog Leg Dave, always knew you were a bit weak. Good old Oklahoma. It appears to serve up the only official state meal.
What?
A heaping plateful of fried okra, squash, cornbread, barbecue pork, biscuits, sausage and gravy, grits, corn, strawberry. Dude, this fucking sounds good.
That sounds delicious.
Grits, corn, except for grits. Strawberries, chicken fried steak, pecan pie, and black-eyed peas.
That's all one meal? Holy fuck, dude. Does it come with a...
It's the only official state meal.
That's a hell of a meal. Holy shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people just have... Or a lot of states just have a official dish.
Oh.
So it's just one thing.
So Oklahoma's like, we want to... Oklahoma's like, we want to...
I'll do it better. Yeah.
Does it come with a side of Manifest Destiny so we can kick the Indians out of their land?
Damn. Damn. What's fried okra? Is that,
Okra? I want to say that's a plant of some sort.
Yeah,
I have no idea. How do you spell it?
Is fried...
Okra is a plant. So, yes, it's a fried... Oh, it kind of looks like a jalapeno.
Sprouts.
Oh, I guess,
like
yeah, you can say Brussels sprouts. So, yeah.
Jalapeno type shit.
Yeah. It's like... So, yeah, it's kind of like, when a horse and a donkey have sex, they create a mule. So, when a jalapeno and
Squash is actually fucking delicious.
Squash is really good. Not going to lie.
You ever had squash boats?
Squash boats?
Yeah, squash boats.
Do you float them in the water before you eat them?
No, you fucking...
Oh.
No. It's just basically a piece of squash, like a decent sized piece of squash, not no fucking like little circle or whatever. And you fill it with like whatever you want. Like you can make a pizza boat squash.
So it's kind of like it's kind of like a stuffed pepper or something.
Yeah. It's just with squash instead.
No,
it's
there. Why don't you just say
really
stuffed squash then?
Because they're called squash boats. All right, fuck you. I'll fucking tongue punch your fart box.
Okay.
I'll clean your cinnamon twist, motherfucker.
So if a Japanese guy comes up and like does something to the American stuff or squash boats, he's gonna kill him because, well, you fucked with my boats. I'm gonna take your ass out. I did it once. I'll fucking do it again.
Start choking him out. I swear to God. I swear to God. Squash Harbor.
Damn it, we're almost at like 2 hours, but we still have like 5 more things I want to hit before we even get to porn star birthdays. Wow, okay.
I'm fine with. I knew this episode was gonna be quite a while. Like,
all right, so well, this one's really short because it's just funny. So, the Justice Department, the U.S. Justice Department, recently arrested like a week or so ago, a Mexican drug kingpin, right? Like somebody who's similar to like El Chapo, right?
Oh, okay.
And in fact, the guy who was arrested, or another guy who was arrested, is the son of the cartel's other co-founder, El Chapo. So they got El Chapo's fucking son.
Okay.
They were arrested in El Paso. But the reason I bring this up is because the guy's name is El Mayo. So we have successfully arrested Hellemans. What a hell of a name, El Mayo. What are you gonna spike my mayonnaise with fentanyl? What the fuck? I just found that funny. His nickname was El Mayo, which is the word May, and so he's May. What? I don't get it. It's kind of a silly ass name. So yes, but we have so Hellemans is currently behind bars. Duke is laughing its ass off, and Miracle Whip is fearing for its life. What is going on with this fucking... Why is this article on crack? What just happened?
What happened?
I had this article up so I could read it off, and like it's gone full stupid mode. I don't get it, and it's really dumb. But all right, so 2 weeks ago, right? I was driving through Chicago, and obviously one of the more famous streets in Chicago besides Michigan Avenue is Lakeshore Drive, right? Drives along the Lake Michigan shoreline, Lakeshore Drive. That's why it's called that. Duh. Well, I was on I-290 and I was going towards downtown Chicago. Mm-hmm. Or I'm sorry, I was actually on I-55 and I was going towards downtown Chicago. And you know those like
you.
Geez, Dylan, I didn't even tell my story yet. All right, and you know you have like those electronic signboards, like around here they'll say, time to downtown via like 19 M6 and 131, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was saying like that stuff, and it said time to Lakeshore Drive, and it said like 10 minutes, except they didn't put Lakeshore Drive. They said time to LSD 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, so I'm 10 minutes away from drugs. Awesome. Sweet. I've been wanting to get high. All right. I'm like, who put that in there and didn't think at all? Like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we shouldn't put LSD.
Wait a damn second.
Why don't we just put like, I don't know, like L Shore Drive or something like that? Maybe putting LSD, not the greatest decision in the world. And it was stupid because it's not like they were running short on like their line space. They still had like half the board to put words. Like, you could have totally fit Lakeshore Drive in there. But no, time to LSD, 10 minutes. I'm 10 minutes from drugs, officer. All right. I just found that comical.
Fucking snap.
And of all places, Chicago, where there's probably not a drug problem at all. No, that's fucking clean as a whistle down there. But somebody in Florida had to top it, though. Of course. Someone in Florida had to top it. So a woman in Florida has been arrested after a traffic stop yielded the discovery of not one, not two, but like 5 or 6 different types of drugs in her car. Right? She was in possession of cocaine, crack cocaine, meth, hydromorphone. I don't know what that is. Another amphetamine. Some drug paraphernalia, and something else that's probably a prescription drug or something like that. All right. Now, she was not behind the wheel, but she was not wearing a seatbelt, and so that's why the trooper pulled her over. And they also, and when the trooper pulled her over, he noticed a small, used, and burnt piece of tinfoil and a plastic straw in the car. Why is there burnt tinfoil in the car? That's a little strange, right? Also, the bitch was under the influence of alcohol. So she was the driver. She wasn't the driver, but the driver was arrested for having an open container, which obviously you can't. He's actually doing drinking and driving rather than drink then drive. But all of the drugs that she had were in a bag, and on the bag it said "bag of drugs."
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Why don't you just
No, sir, this isn't a bag of drugs.
No, it's child porn. No, it's not. What? But inside the bag of drugs was also a metal spoon, 4 glass pipes with residue, plastic baggies with white residue, so Coke, a full needle, 2 straws, 3.25 grams of cocaine, 1.75 grams of crack, a gram of meth, 1.5 pills of hydromorphone, 2 pills of another amphetamine, and then 4.5 pills of the alprazolam, whatever. Well, it was all in a bag that literally said, "I have drugs." Good job. You get a fucking gold star for stupidity. I bet when she was getting arrested, she probably sounded like this. "Ma'am, is this your bag of drugs?" How dumb can you be? My God, why don't you just fuck? It's like it's like somebody who kidnaps a child, puts up a neon sign on the back of the raper van that says, "I kidnap children." Well, fuck, this is the easy law. This is the easy pull over. Jesus Christ. My God. Speaking of pulling over, so this came out like just yesterday, or maybe the day before. So Ford, the Blue Oval Company, they're the most popular in the U.S. when it comes to police cars, right? A lot of Ford Explorers around. Even you have F-150s. And before you had the police interceptors, which were like a Ford Taurus. Excuse me. Well, they have filed a patent with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office for a new technology that could, quote unquote, significantly enhance police surveillance capabilities. The system, which is called Systems and Methods for Detecting Speeding Violations, uses onboard sensors in future Ford vehicles to detect and report speeding violations by other cars on the road. So the car will snitch on other people speeding, right? It won't snitch on you doing, 80 and a 25. But if someone passes you at 81 and a 25, it's going to nail their ass and send it to local law enforcement somehow.
Oh my God.
How it would work is that it would, because a lot of new cars now have cameras all over the fucking place, right? And with adaptive cruise control, it's not hard to see, okay, if you're doing 30 miles an hour and a car passes you going, 20 miles an hour faster, it can detect that because of how fast it's going away from you. With your speed, it can figure out how fast that car's going.
Yeah.
Of course, this technology raises significant legal and ethical concerns. Shockingly, right? Current law enforcement methods already include various surveillance tools like speed and red light cameras. However, in a lot of states, and like the reason we don't have speed and red light cameras in Michigan, is that to be giving a citation, a police officer has to witness you committing the crime. So that's the problem that this would have, is that, yes, the Ford F-150 you passed doing 80 and a fucking 25 and almost hit 3 school children, right? It sends that to the police department that you're speeding like an MFer, but by the time a cop gets there and you're doing like maybe 75 and a 70 on the highway, the cop didn't witness you doing 80 and a 25. He's only witnessing you doing 75 and a 70. And so in a lot of places, he can't give you a citation. Well, in this case, arrest you for doing 80 and a 25, because that'd be reckless driving. And that obviously, kind of hard to do that. So that's where, but it's like, I'm sure when this came out, Ford's PR department was like, "Thanks, guys. Appreciate this."
You fucks.
You released this shit on a Friday. Awesome. Thanks. We just wanted to give up our fucking weekends. Thanks. I think this is one of those things. I'm not sticking up for Ford here because I'm a Blue Oval fucking dude. I don't see Ford. I would be absolutely fucking shocked and baffled if they actually implement this on their actual vehicles. I see this as more, if they're going to do this, putting it on like unmarked cop cars. So that way they can drive around on the interstate, and then someone blows their doors off, right? It'll say that they're doing 85, and so then it'll translate to the guy who's like 3 miles ahead on an overpass, like, hey, get ready for this guy, he's doing 15 over the limit, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't see them putting on this on regular vehicles because of what I just said. It's not a lot of places even legal, or there's no legality for a cop to give you a citation if he's not witnessing you committing the crime. And I bet a lot of this, too, is that they came up with this idea, they developed this idea, they're just patenting it, so someone else can't use that exact way to do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what, because, I mean, you look at it, all the tech companies do that. They'll patent something, have no intention of actually utilizing it in any fashion. They just want to have it under their name so somebody else can't use it, because who the fuck knows why. I bet this is more or less what it is, and people are just taking it and running with it. But yeah, it's definitely a bad look. I mean, Ford can do the thing, we will report other people for speeding, but not you. You can go 80 miles an hour through a Ford through a school zone, but if you're in a Dodge pick-em-up truck, you're fucked. I don't get it. They're just running out of ideas. That's what it is. They're running out of ideas to put in cars.
Yep. I mean, like, I don't even know why they do that. Like,
well, the only way I could see it was they'd put it on unmarked cop cars.
yeah.
That's the only way I could see them doing it. But even unmarked cop cars have radar guns on them, and it does it for themselves. So unless Ford wants to bring it in-house so they can charge an extra $4,000 for the cop car, I guess. But I don't know. It's weird.
Fuck him, man.
So, do you want to talk about, because we're at over 2 hours, do you want to talk about...
Yeah, no, we can wait till next
You want to
week.
punt it down the road? I mean, we can talk about it, I don't care, but if you want to punt it down the road, we can.
Yeah, we can punt it down the road. I mean,
all right, so if you want to hear us talk about Project 2025, make sure you tune in next week, because I'm pretty sure Dylan's got some fucking thoughts about this, considering he's the one that added it to the show prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I believe with most of that out of the way, I guess we can do some porn star birthdays.
Oh! Sorry.
Even though Jordan's not here, and I had to cut off 2 things from show prep, and we're still at over 2 hours, it's probably a good thing I did. Because it only would have been longer if we would have had his opinion on the previous items, because holy shit.
And he wanted to add something to the list, so...
Oh, well, maybe he'll be on next week, and his internet's not being a
big old
special.
cunt night.
Yeah, they have a cunt. Speaking of cunts, our first thoughtie on the list for porn star birthdays is Michelle Anthony. She is 24 years old as of today, August 3rd, being born in the year 00, so boobies. An American from, guess where, the USA. She started in porn at the age of 20 in 2020, so that's a beer frame right there. At 5'4" with 32 B's on the top end, you can bleed the weed to her just over 50 credited films, such as Eat My Cookies, Jizzed Deep, My Stepdaughter Tossed My Salad, 17.
What
So
the
there's been 16 iterations of that title. And Dylan's personal favorite, Young Ass Rimming Addicts 2.
Jesus Christ.
So happy birthday to Michelle Anthony. Also happy birthday to Gabby Carter, 24 years old. She'll be tomorrow on August 4th, also being born in the year of boobies. An American from Austin, Texas. Hey Dylan, what am I?
Dumb?
He's not. No, stupid. No, I'm Texas. What's the difference? Yeah. Don't ever work with animals or children. Starting in porn at the age of 19 in 2019, and at 5'7" with 32 double Ds, a rarity when on this list, she's been nominated for the awards Cream Pie Cutie of the Year and Seductive Schoolgirl of the Year, amongst others, and has won the awards Mainstream Venture of the Year and the Best Group Scene. You can build upper body strength to her nearly 270 credited films, such like Big Tits, Round Asses 64. We're only 5 short from, the greatest one ever. 9. License to Drill, Tits and a Trim, where Dillon gets his haircuts,
Tits and a Trim,
and Sofa Sirens. We've got a screamer. So happy birthday to her. Paige Owens will turn 27 years old on August 1st, being born in 1997. An American from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Starting in porn at the age of 2017, and with 34 Bs on her 5'3" stature. She's been nominated for the awards Best Double Penetration Sex Scene, Doctoral Degree in Dildoology, and Amazing Anal Artist of the Year. And she's won the awards Best Booty, Areola of the Gods, so nice titties, Super Squirter of the Year, and Food Porn Master Chef. You can audition your hand puppet to her over 675 credited films, such as All Up in Paige's Ass, Twinkle Twinkle Anal Stars.
Oh my fuck.
She must be a gamer because she has one called Joystick in My Ass. And Balls and Wrist Deep Anal Three-Way. Holy shit, wrist deep, dude. What? You're giving birth to someone's hand. God damn. Holy shit. So happy birthday to Paige Owens, and happy birthday to those other lovely cunts on the list. My God. Whose asshole is big enough to have a whole hand go up there? My God, are you getting like a homeschooled like colonoscopy or something?
Bruh.
I was going to go to the hospital, but my stepsister said she'd give me a colonoscopy. What? The fuck? My God. All right, Dylan. Let's wrap this shit show up with your functional idiot of the week.
Functional idiot of the week. Hold on, my computer went to sleep, and now I'm trying to fucking wake it up. Dude, it takes forever to wake back up. There we go.
Fantastic.
So, no, it's all good now. Come on, you fuck. In Oak Brook, Illinois, some fucking restart decided to flip an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile on a Chicago highway. And I just thought that was funny because you know how many times we talked about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
He didn't have jet engines on there. That's the problem.
That's what it was. He didn't have fucking jet engines to go screaming around a fucking
That's right. You
corner.
need a pair of balls for your wiener. It's just how it is. You can hear it screaming by. How do you flip? So, did he like steal it and then flip it down the highway? So he's throwing a hot dog down a highway?
Oh, so the hot dog shaped Wienermobile hit a car Monday morning along Interstate 294, and its driver lost control and overcorrected. What is there need to correct? You fucking already hit a car.
You're fucked.
Causing it to roll onto its side near the Chicago suburb of Oak Brook, Illinois. Illinois State Police said. No injuries reported, thank God, so that's why it's funny.
Oh, and then the people came out of it, so the wiener ejaculated. And after hitting the car, it's now circumcised.
Could you imagine being the one to call your boss? Yeah, I flipped the Wienermobile. You did what?
Yeah.
I flipped it.
Yeah, the wiener, it's fucked. What do you mean it's fucked? It's fucked. You what did you do? Like, take it in and out of a garage real quick? No, we rolled it. You rolled the wiener. Yeah, we rolled it. How did you roll the wiener? We tapped it. Tapped it. You tapped the wiener. Yeah, we tapped it, and then it rolled. What? What do you...
Tap the wiener in
So, to go along with the wiener jokes, although this one isn't necessarily about wieners, phone scams, they're a pain in the ass these days, right? Everybody hates them. Nothing but a pain in the dick. Now, I'm going to have to play the video on this because me reading it, I wouldn't be able to do it justice. So, hopefully they don't make me watch a fucking ad and I'll have to fill a time slot. Oh, yes, they didn't make me watch an ad. All right. You don't need to watch it, Dylan, because it's just a news report, so it doesn't really matter. But hopefully this gets picked up. So, are you ready, Dylan?
Yep.
All right. So, this is from this woman got scammed out of some money from a phone scam. Happens. whatever, some of the phone scams recently have been like really, really fucking good. Like they've stepped up their game when it comes to phone scams.
Okay.
So
I'm glad we're giving props to them.
Right. Well, I mean, think about it. Right? But she got scammed out of a little bit more than money.
A woman losing nearly $6,000 to thieves over the phone. Here's what's more disturbing. They convinced her to take her clothing off on camera. Investigator Kelly Kennedy has the details.
What the fuck? How good are these motherfuckers?
Or how dumb is she? You wonder how the fuck can they do it, and then they say it, and you're like, how the fuck do you fall for it? But yeah, well, it's gonna get into it.
It started out with a phone call from what appered to be Huntington Bank's customer service number.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Western Union's coming in. Coming in clutch from the Pony Express.
Only it wasn't.
There is spoofing for caller IDs. It's illegal, but of course, scammers are doing all sorts of illegal things. Even if you get a text, phone call, it doesn't matter. Just hang up the phone and think about how you could independently verify what they're saying.
The crime happened to a Mayfield Heights woman last Tuesday. She told police the caller said there was a fraudulent charge on her account, and if she didn't move the money to a different account, it would be stolen. The man then gave her the numbers to a Chase Bank debit card.
Think of how bonkers this is to begin with, right? So we've detected a fraudulent charge on the account, which is something banks would call you, right, if you don't have it set up for tax, right? But then to say you need to transfer all of this money to a different account, not even within our bank, to a separate bank who we are actively competing with for customers, you need to transfer the money there.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's already kind of, I don't know, sus as fuck, but, people do stick their hands underneath fucking running lawnmowers, so I guess anything's possible.
And told her to add it to her Apple Wallet. Cheryl Harris with the Cuyahoga County Scam Squad says it's a very common tactic.
When we're panicked.
Is it just me, or does that sound like she needs some fucking, like, Mucinex or something like that?
It's a little fucking nasally. The allergies are a real pain in the ass this year.
Good Lord.
We don't
take some Dayquil, honey. Fucking A.
Don't actually, we're not able to focus on that part of our brain that gives us real information or helps us think rationally.
The woman stayed on the phone with the crook and went to the Huntington Bank in Mayfield Heights and withdrew.
Is it just me, or is she adding like an extra syllable to Huntington?
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm about to get pissed. Jesus Christ. Sorry, let's see.
Well, no. Answer my question. Does it sound like she's adding an extra syllable to Huntington? Because she keeps saying Huntington. What? Where are you getting the extra ting? It's Huntington.
This is the thing.
No.
The fucking. She just said, we can't control our brain that, Yes, you can. It's called critical thinking. All right, if I get a fucking message from. All right, listen, I ordered something, okay, and it happened to be coming through. Well, it was coming through FedEx. It wasn't coming through USPS. I ordered something, right? And it just so happened to be that it said that it was out for delivery. And I get a text message, the scammy ones, where it's an email instead of a number, and it's like, your USPS package hasn't arrived because it's stuck in the warehouse. I know, all right? It's a fucking scam, all right? And every time
First of all, it's through
I send a message back. Yeah, I always send a message like, oh my God, I had no idea. I didn't know I had a package, like that, like fucking just being a dick. And then I delete it because I'm just like, fuck you. I know
every time I
get me to fucking click the link, you bitch.
My question is, because I get that now if I order a package through and it comes through either USPS. I've had them through UPS and FedEx. Like, how the fuck do you know I'm getting a package from and it's coming through that carrier?
Well, I'll get one that I'll get some that I don't even have a package, but it's always USPS, and I order shit through Amazon, and I know they don't go through them.
Well, very rarely they'll go through. Yeah, they'll very rarely go through the post office.
And I'm just like, And it'll be
but
at some random time. I don't have anything ordered, or I just ordered something and I already have it. And
Yeah,
like,
I've had that before
too. The
too.
warehouse. Lick my nuts.
Unless
it's not.
Unless the warehouse is my fucking bedroom, no, it's not stuck at the warehouse. It's stuck in my ass, but not at the warehouse.
God, I just want to get a.
But like, how do they? Who at the post office is leaking this shit, right? Or where is there a security failure that these scammers know who ordered a package, and if it's coming through the post office, that's being leaked out somewhere.
I just want to be able to go like this, like, hello, the caller you have reached is no longer, whatever, doing that shit. Press 1 for more options just to see if they'll fucking press it.
Didn't the guy on Vine do that once?
Yeah.
For the caller, if you want to reach the caller you have called, please press 1, and then you hear boop, and then yeah, because I called like Apple support or something like that. Yeah, it was funny.
$6,000 in cash. Then she went to this Chase.
Wouldn't it be nice to just have $6,000 just sitting there? God,
you know what would be great is if they
Puss.
called me. No, if they called me and they're like, listen, if you don't transfer this money over, you're going to lose 10 grand. And I'm like, well, it'd be nice if I had this 10 fucking grand. Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, right? Sweet, I'm going to get 10 grand? Awesome.
Yeah. Holy shit, I'm getting 10 grand? Fucking A.
On Som Center Road. Then the caller told her to tap the debit card in her Apple Wallet at this ATM, transferring nearly $6,000 into an unknown checking account.
Transferring $6,000 to an unknown
Bitch, take some fucking like nasal stuff. My God.
It's almost like money laundering in a weird way, but it's like they want you to take your cash from the bank, and then they want you to put it in this, and then they want you to transfer it to that, or take cash and put.
Ass.
Well, I know the reason they make it so difficult is because it's harder to track. But again, just to think, like, we need you to transfer money out of this account through Huntington, and then transfer it to a Chase bank account. Like, that doesn't throw up a red flag right there. Why is Huntington working with Chase Bank? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's why...
Did this cunt.
There has been one time, one singular time where I've accidentally clicked a link on, like, Facebook or something that was a scam, and I immediately changed my password.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like, and I just recently had to change my password for PayPal because I got 2 messages saying that I had a fucking verification code. Like,
yeah.
Code. I'm like,
yeah, the 2-factor.
Somebody's trying to fucking log into my account. This motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, that's the good part about the 2-factor part.
Yeah, I'm like, well, guess what? That wasn't me.
Yeah. I wonder if there's got to be a way to get around the 2-factor, because with now how prevalent it is, you know what I mean? Because all the 2 factors now, rather than the like if it's through through Apple, right? It'll first rather than sending you a text saying here's your code, it'll say someone is trying to access your account from such and such place, right? Either allow or deny. And then you hit allow, and then it pops up the code on your screen. So they would have to somehow get, like, you first of all hit allow or deny on that to begin with, or hit allow rather than deny. And then somehow they have to get the code. I mean, there's got to be a way to do it because of how much 2-factor is around, and there's always a way around something. But I just wonder how you would do that. I mean, I guess... Yeah. If it's not through Apple, if it's through other ones where they just send you a text, you would have to have hacked their phone number so you can get their text messages, which that would be kind of scary. But I don't know. That's weird.
Put it into a crypto, ATM. It gets real convoluted.
When she got home, the same man called her on FaceTime. He told her they needed to do a full body scan to verify her identity. The woman told police she undressed and spun in circles on FaceTime. When she heard the scammer...
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. This is the best part.
Laughing, she realized it was all a hoax.
That's the time you realized. Up until this point, you all thought it was legit, but once you heard the laughing, that's when you were, oh, wait a minute.
Wait a damn second.
Wait a goddamn second. Something ain't right here. My God. Like, just imagine, first of all, the bank FaceTiming you. First of all, that's a red flag right there, because the bank would never FaceTime you. And then say, hey, you need to fucking get your tibbies out so we can do a full body scan to make sure it's actually you. How dumb are you? Like, when you first hear this, that a woman got scammed out of $6,000, it's like, damn, it might have been like a really good scam or something like that. But then to hear this, it's like, you know what? This bitch deserved to lose the $6,000 because she is dumb as fuck. My God.
Your bank isn't going to FaceTime you.
Then she went to the Chase Bank in Lyndhurst to try and get her money back, but it was too late.
It's
shocking. The money was already... Dude, you know damn well the minute that money was deposited, 2 minutes later it was already gone.
Oh, yeah.
That shit did not hang around long.
It's difficult to get money back. However, there are some cases...
Of course it's an Ohio woman.
Who the fuck else would it be?
Where law enforcement agencies have gone after these scammers, and they're criminal organizations usually, and they can claw back some funds.
Harris says it's really important to report.
Side note here. Okay, so I'm watching the video of this, actually. Dylan, you can't see the video. But, you know, I like the bomb. They have like the scroll at the bottom. Yeah, the bomb. At the bottom of the page, the bottom of the screen, they have the scrolling ticker there. And under the national news, because somehow this is newsworthy, the White House chef has retired after 30, or is going to retire after being the chef for 30 years, which that's good for him, right? Don't really think that's a national news. I think all of about one person gives a fuck about it, and that one person is the chef. But then, because it makes such a fucking big deal, we have to add on, it's also the first woman and first person of color to have the job. Why does that fucking matter? Why does that matter? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Who cares? I just, that did not have to be put in there. And why it's even a national news story is the other problem. Who cares that the White House chef is fucking retiring? I don't care. I don't give a goddamn. Sorry, I just get that off my chest.
These crimes right away. That way police could catch the scammers and try to get some of your money back. You can call the scam squad at the number you see on your screen. You should also report these crimes to your local police department. Reporting in Mayfield Heights, I'm Kelly Kennedy,
19 Nasally News. Yeah, okay, so that's my functional idiot of the week. It's not the scammer. It's not the nasal bitch doing the thing. It's the person who actually fell for this, okay? If you would have just fell for the $6,000, I wouldn't have done anything. But then to fall for getting fucking butt-ass naked on a FaceTime, goddamn, you are a special kind of stupid. Jesus Christ. I
would feel bad if it was an older woman, but I don't know how.
I can't imagine, I can't imagine it was a, what?
I said, considering she knows how to use FaceTime.
I don't think it's an older woman. Like, these people had to have known it was probably a younger woman, right? Because they already had her phone number. I'm sure they probably had a bunch of shit on her. And so they might have tried it just because, she might be, good looking, right? Because I can't imagine, like, they would want to see some fucking 80-year-old, like, saggy titties and, a clitoris that's hanging on the ground, right? Which is even sadder. But, yeah, like you said, it's got to be someone who's, if I had to guess, 50 or younger, just because of the FaceTime thing, right? Not saying that older folks don't know how to use FaceTime, but it's a much smaller percentage than a great deal of the world, or younger world, I should say. So, first of all, don't fall for scams, and second of all, if the bank's gonna FaceTime you, think about this for a second. Just like 2 seconds. That's all you need. Just rub your two brain cells together. Something. And think, why would the bank FaceTime me? Yeah, why would the bank FaceTime you? We need a full body scan to identify it's actually you, Sherlock Holmes. What are you going to do, fucking measure?
Holmes.
What are you going to do, fucking measure my fucking penis to make sure, oh, good job. It's really you, Dylan, with your 2-inch Punisher. Hey, fuck you, dude.
Hey, are you going to measure my fucking gooch that you can't see because it's fucking hairy as fuck down there? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's, he's got shag carpet on his ass.
Look at him. He's looking a bit crusty.
Yeah, Dylan with his 50 Shades of Brown down there.
I forgot he said that.
Oh, my God. So, just... like I said, if it would have just been the $6,000, I wouldn't even brought this up. But to fall for that, man, that's a special kind of stupid. That is a special kind of stupid.
Christ.
Holy shit. All right, Dylan. What if I'm somebody who listens to the podcast, so like all three people that do? What if I want to send an email to the show? How would I do so?
Oh, an email. Well, good thing you asked, because we have this beautiful thing called an email address, and it is functionalidiotspodcast@gmail.com. And if you're not really feeling in the mood to send us an email, we do have one social media platform, good old X, at Fun Idiots Show.
So you can send your nude FaceTimes to us there.
Please don't send us anything. Please, for the love of God. You can talk to us on there. We'll probably respond.
In about 6 weeks. You
know what? Yeah, in about 3 years.
Our responses are about as quick as the post office, so not at all.
Support us on Patreon. We're gonna record not until 4 today, right?
Not today, because I have stuff to do. So we might be able to squeeze it in tomorrow if you're not busy.
Squeeze it in. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll have a guest on there. It'll be Brianna.
It'll be the first time in like 5 weeks we actually fucking have one. Holy shit.
And then, what else? Oh yeah, of course, we got our YouTube channel. Please go check that out, Functional Idiots Productions. You'll find all of our podcasts there and some extra stuff. Mainly our live stream broadcasts that already got live streamed.
Speaking of the live stream broadcast, you know what's only a month away, Dylan?
Football season.
Dylan now has to go change his pants because he just fucking spiderwebbed everywhere.
Obviously,
awesome.
We're not going to do preseason games because there's really no fucking point in doing.
What's the point?
Games. But yes, tune in.
And most likely it's going to be Detroit Lions games. Just saying. So if you don't like the Lions, tough. Or if you don't like who the Lions are playing, tough. And we're probably going to be homers. So just saying, like some dude gets absolutely mugged. That's not pass interference. That calls bullshit. Dude trips over the fucking line of scrimmage. False start. What? No. What are you doing?
No, I'm. There are times where the Lions didn't get a call on them, and I was like, that should have been a pass interference call. But hey,
well, it's because it's the Lions. Because it's the Lions. They always get fucked.
But yeah, you can follow us on there. Check us out there. In about a month or so, we'll start live streaming again. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then you didn't plug our, well, maybe you did. You plugged the other podcast, but you didn't plug
our Patreon.
Where the other podcast lives.
Oh, sorry.
God, you're terrible at this.
Now, if you want to watch or listen to Not Until 4, it's a Patreon exclusive podcast. You get a 7-day free trial if you want to join and just call it one and done. Otherwise, it's $2 a month or $10 a month. So.
Yes, and the Patreon one is under the $10 tier. Just saying. And hopefully sometime soon we will get that whatever service we use for our Banger of the Weeks. And that link, or whatever you want to call it, will be down in the description of our podcasts and also at our Patreon. And I'm sure we'll probably we'll post about it on Twitter once we get it all situated and stuff like that. So, and until you either listen to us on Not Until 4, which will hopefully come out tomorrow, or next week when we talk to you again about Project 2025, and hopefully Jordan's fat ass joins on. Jesus, what a worthless ass. I'm just kidding. Until then, don't be dumb.